Hi guys, can you listen to me? I think the microphone is a little loud. Is the microphone, the volume, is it okay? Okay, perfect. So what happened was that I set the live. I just started like I put go live and the thumbnail and the title was from the past video. So I freaked out and I stopped the live and then it ended. I was trying to change the title and the thumbnail. And while doing that, the live ended. So I just started a new one. So my sister is going to be here, but in maybe 10 minutes, she's getting here. I was so confused. Actually, I was also confused because I thought I was ready. And then I realized wait, the thumbnail and the title, they are all wrong. They are from the past live. So I had to change that. How is everyone doing? Today is Valentine's Day, which is fun. So while my sister gets here, um, I don't know if some of you have been on the past live stream. I said that I was going to show my drawings. I made them 6 years ago, and now that I'm looking back at them, they are so bad. They're so bad, and I'm scared of showing you guys because I've said it last time. I don't know anything. Like I don't know anything about lighting and shadows and all of that. And also I have no idea how to draw hair. So it looks kind of weird. And their faces like they don't look like them. BTS doesn't look like BTS when I draw them. They're difficult to draw. Bulletproof Hope said, "Hello, that's not your habitual time coming live." It's true, and that's because we're probably going to go a little earlier. I started like I think 20 minutes before the time that we usually start. But we're probably going to leave 20 minutes earlier. Okay, I'm going to show you guys, but so please, don't be too mean. I made this 6 years ago. I feel like I've gotten so much better. Um, so here it is. I'm sorry, guys. Like this is very bad, and now I'm embarrassed. Okay, so this is supposed to be Jin. I don't see him. I don't see Jin. I don't know what I did. I This looks weird. This is supposed to be Namjoon during Spring Day. This is Taeyeon supposedly. This is Suga. This is Suga, and this is Taeyeon. I don't like them. These are the ones that I put them all together small because I don't like them. I feel like they don't. Uh, I feel like they're not really like good. These three, I feel like they're closer. The third one, I didn't finish. But I like the Taeyeon one. I don't feel like he looks so much like Taeyeon, but it's I think the best one. And the second one is actually a bigger drawing, but the other two members just don't look at all like the BTS members. So I feel like Namjoon is closer. But then they are not very good. And also I made this when I first became an army. So they are I didn't know them. You know how you feel like sometimes you see a member's hand or their ear and you know who they are. You recognize them. I saw potential in the last. Actually, me too. But at that point, I stopped just trying to draw them. And also, I never draw people and faces and stuff. Um, People are telling me that are okay. I feel like I'm okay, especially because these are the first like faces that I've ever drawn. Hi, LV. I know now that it's level up. I embarrassed myself last week. Nice. LV Loop. I didn't know how to pronounce your name. Level up. I like your videos. I've seen a couple and they're very, very cool. Martin. I cannot pronounce that name in English. Martin. LV. Yes, I said LV. I didn't know it was supposed to be level up. I don't know why. I don't know. For the first drawings of faces ever, it's so good. Thank you. I really, really try. And also remember that when I made these, I was just becoming an army. And actually, I was just trying to recognize their faces. Um, so I feel like I didn't get a lot of their features like perfectly. But these three, I feel like they are okay. I feel like I should finish the last one, the Jungkook one. Wait a second, guys. Okay. She's a single for my. The song is going to be so, so good. LV Bag. I feel like we already know the entire song. Sunny Eternal Army, Veracity Magazine. If you continue being so hard on yourself, although you're doing great, I will call you Jimina. Ah, it's just that I feel like I can do so much better. And this one are from 6 years ago. And I feel like I should try drawing them again because I feel like I could do so much better. And actually, after 2019, I think in 2020, 2021, I made other drawings, but I cannot find them because those are bigger. These are the first ones that I made. At this point, LV Bag will be released in 2026. Yeah, actually, I have something to say about this. Well, not me exactly. My sister, who is going to be here very soon, has something to say about LV Bag because she has a different opinion about this entire thing of waiting for so long. Try again and maybe show the drawings. I think I'm going to try drawing again. Okay, so while my sister gets here, um let's see. There are a couple of things that happen. So I kind of know about this, but I don't really like know and like the entire thing. So this tweet says Sojin has been found guilty by the court of making malicious and defamatory videos of Taeyeon and Jungkook. The court has ordered her to pay 51 million won in compensation to Big Hit, 10 million won to V, and 50 million won to Jungkook. I believe I really I have no idea, but I believe this is a YouTuber who makes like a lot of defamatory videos against a lot of K-pop artists, maybe, and a lot of K-pop artists are suing her, I believe, including Taeyong and Jungkook. So they won the lawsuit, I guess, and now she has to pay. someone arrests her. Yeah, I think I mean, it says here that she has to pay 51 million won to Big Hit, 10 million won to V, and 50 million won to Jungkook. Other idols sued her too. Yes, I believe I saw that. You say million? Yes. It's million won though. So, but it's still a lot. I mean, and also for a YouTuber, that's crazy because I feel like there are so many of these type of YouTubers who have like these crazy defamatory videos about BTS and a lot of artists, and nothing happens to them. Nothing happens to them. And the worst part is that a lot of armies watch those videos. Actually, I don't think they're armies, they're more like K-pop multis. So, but still, like, you guys know that those people make like thousands of dollars making those really bad videos. I just blocked those accounts. That's the other thing. I I I see that YouTube doesn't take reporting and blocking seriously. So you can actually block people on other social media accounts like TikTok and Twitter. But on YouTube, you cannot really block a YouTube channel. And also, when you report it, nothing happens. I don't remember a single time a YouTube channel has been successfully being reported and then taken down, ever. What usually happens is that YouTube is the one deciding which channels to take out of the platform. But YouTube has to decide that. We as a community, um, as watchers, like as the audience, we cannot report and have something and do something. Level Up said on YouTube can request not to have videos from that channel to not be shown to you like on the homepage. But to be honest, it still doesn't work. Yes, because I've hit that don't show me this reply, not reply, that button so many times. And they don't show me this or I'm not interested. And after some time it reappears. And it's harder for me, I feel like, because sometimes I have to watch videos from other K-pop groups and other K-pop singers and different K-pop stuff because I have to make the videos and I need B-roll, I need the videos. So I have to look for them, and it's a little contradictory because I say don't recommend me this channel, and in the end I have to look for the video. So I feel like my YouTube is crazy. I have reported him so many times, nothing happens. And I'm sorry, but nothing is going to happen. YouTube doesn't really do anything when we allegedly, right? YouTube doesn't really, I feel like YouTube doesn't really do anything when we report a channel massively. Nothing happens. And nothing is ever going to happen. I've never seen it happen working. I've never seen it working. He's still around. Yes, he is still around. His channel and many other channels like him. Um, I'm confused. Erica, maybe you don't know the channels that we're talking about. I comment about those channels on my video about YouTube. YouTube, Army YouTube. So let me look for it. It's these channels. Wait, let me look. Let me look. Not this. Not this. This. This channel. And many others like this. It's this type of channels that have these horrible, horrible, horrible. This. Look at these clickbaits. These are horrible, horrible thumbnails and titles about death and sickness and horrible, horrible defamatory stuff about BTS. It's it's disgusting and it shouldn't be here at all. And we report it and we report it and we report it and nothing happens. And nothing is ever going to happen. Not just because it has nothing to do with BTS videos. It's with everything. Like any channel. You cannot, as a community, you cannot take down any channel. YouTube has to decide to do it. That's the only thing. Report Dave to hype, not YouTube. I think that's the best try we can do. The best thing we can try. Because nothing else is going to happen. These videos are horrible. These titles are disgusting. The titles and the Photoshop on the thumbnails. I hate them. Yes, YouTube doesn't really care. And seeing his videos get so many views is just frustrating. You know what's the worst part? Is that the majority, if not all his channel, is monetized. So he makes a lot of money for those videos because he reads news that are exaggerated, and then for the thumbnail and title, he uses clickbait and crazy thumbnails, edited thumbnails. And also, what was I going to say? He is monetizing those videos because he's not using any what's it called? Copyrighted videos, or if he does, it's very, very minimal. So he is monetizing those. So yeah, that's a problem. But at least Big Hit successfully won this case against this one YouTuber. Can you post link to your video or at least the title so we can see those YouTube creators we should block report? Okay, I'm going to show you again the video. So in this video, I talk about it. It's called Army YouTube is a Mess. Army YouTube is a mess. And I talk about different YouTubers in the army space. And one of this is the K-pop drama channels. So, okay, this is for later. So that's one thing that happened. That is frustrating to remember, but it's still like it's good news still. Okay, next. This is the list of most viewed artists on YouTube across all official music videos and audios. And I feel like, okay, number 1 is Bad Bunny, number 2 is BTS, number 3, Justin Bieber, 4 is Ed Sheeran, and 5 is Taylor Swift. This is still a great placement. Like, we're not number 1, but we're number 2. And I feel like after the comeback, we are definitely, like, BTS is definitely going to be number 1. And I feel like as a fandom, we have, I don't know if abandoned, but we have slowed down with YouTube a lot. But let's remember that number 1, BTS is on hiatus. And number 2, YouTube is being very weird with BTS. So, despite all of that, we are doing, I think, fine. Who is Bad Bunny? It's a Latin American singer. Coming for that number one spot, yes. I feel like once the comeback happens, BTS is definitely going to go to number one. And also, the other thing that I don't think a lot of people realize is that K pop videos in general, sometimes we see them and new K pop videos, they have a lot of views, like a lot of views. And BTS's new videos don't have as many views. Of course, because YouTube is being weird. I'm never going to remember, I'm never going to forget when Jin's advertisement video had more views than his actual music video. When that's obviously not the case. Obviously YouTube did something. Obviously YouTube deleted the views on Jin's video, and because they didn't recognize that the advertisement was it's not an advertisement, it's a commercial. Um they didn't realize that Jin's commercial with the song and everything that it was BTS. They just they just didn't delete and those views. Okay, so my sister got here, but she is. Um, you want to say hello? Okay, okay, say hello.
Hello. What are you guys talking about? How is everybody? Happy Valentine's. Sorry, I'm late. Mhm. What did they say?
Everyone saying hi, hola, hello, hi,
Hello.
Borases.
What's up? You want? You do you want?
Yes,
I got you
chips,
also some cookies from work.
amazing.
They're actually pretty good.
That is so so cool. You came early. I didn't finish what I was supposed to do without you.
What happened?
I showed my drawings, and I got embarrassed for the first few
Oh my
pictures.
god! I told you I wanted to see your drawings too. How were they? How
People say they are fine for my first try, and that I shouldn't be so
what
hard.
what drawings you showed? Because the ones that I
All of
know.
them from the first notebook, like drawing book that I had. I
Mm-hmm.
showed all of them, and people said that they were like okay for my first try.
I think they're too nice to say they're okay. Let me get in the chat right now. I'm so sorry to everybody. I just got home. My head is hurting a lot. Yum 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 yum.
I have the,
I'm
I have this stuff.
sorry.
You love doing that.
I
And
love doing that.
I have this picture as my wallpaper. That's super cool. I love this picture as well. Well, that's the thing with YouTube. So while my sister turns on her laptop, let's go to the next one. So RM's Lost music video has been nominated for the Best Music Video category at the 2025 British Eros Awards. He's the first and only K-pop soloist to receive a nomination at this award. I That is great, first of all, but I didn't know what this was. So I looked it up and I found this information, but it's in Spanish. So I'm going to translate it. It says that the British Eros Awards are a prestigious annual award that recognizes and celebrates excellence in publicity and creativity in the UK. The awards are given in diverse categories such as publicity in TV, cinema, radio, digital, outdoor, among others. The winners are selected by expert judges in the publicity industry. British Aero Awards are considered one of the award shows, the most one of the most important and respected award shows in the industry, in the British publicity industry. And they are a platform for creatives and publicity agencies to show their work and get recognized. So I've realized that yes, there is a lot of nominations and recognition for Namjoon's documentary, but this one is for music video, and I feel like that's great. He also has quite a few nominations for music videos, but this is a new one. Publicity, I feel like there was minimal promotion for Lost. I am not sure. I am not sure what that is about. I couldn't find like a lot. So this is a great nomination. And it's just like another nomination
Mhm.
because his entire album, like the documentary and the music videos, they kept getting nominations. They
Yeah.
kept, they kept,
It's great
they
that they
keep getting nominations.
it's great that they keep getting the recognition
Mm-hmm.
it deserves. Such a
Exactly.
great album, such great song.
Okay, so next, this news says BTS's Namjoon credited as one of the celebrities impacting global popularity of Korean books like Almond, Wonder Boy, and more. I've seen that there are some bookstores that have like as recommended by Namjoon of BTS.
Oh
Yes,
wow.
it's crazy because his recommendations really expose certain books a lot. Like not expose,
Gave exposure.
give it. Yes, give exposure.
Gave exposure.
I read Almond because of June. That's amazing. And also, I've seen a lot of not a lot of, but I've seen like a big YouTuber who has a book channel. It's about reading and books and stuff.
Period.
Um, he made a video about reading Namjoon's recommendations. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Can you stop yawning into the mic? Because people are realizing. Stop it.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I thought it was far enough.
Okay, next we have two or three TikTok videos by J Hope. So this is one. This is the one. No, this is not the one. Okay, this one is great, but this one has been going very viral among non-armies. It's to the song "Peekaboo" by Kendrick Lamar because his dancing is so good. A lot of people are talking about it.
He's so cool. I watch his TikToks like I binge watch them a lot. It's just so much fun.
We said it last time, but
I think so.
every time he makes a
Like
new
pops out in
TikTok,
my For You page. I
I
just
just
go into the account.
and I watch the old one, like
Like
all
all
the
of
other
them.
ones. Yes.
All of them, because he doesn't have so many.
Hmm. And then there's this one. It's the little dance that Kendrick Lamar did at the Super Bowl. He's just walking around doing the thing, and
He's
it's
so
so.
funny.
And I found a comparison. Here it is. Look,
Wait, don't put the song, huh?
it's 5 seconds. Okay,
Oh.
it's hilarious because it's hilarious.
That is so funny.
um And then Never Play was played at where is this? SEC Women's Basketball Commercial. So that's great. I don't know if you can hear, guys.
5, 6, 7,
It's just that I scared
8.
with the volume. I scared a lot of people with the volume last
You
time.
scared them so much, and then you
And
also put it too low.
I'm sorry. Like
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, people can hear.
Okay, great. It's not too loud, right? Because now I'm like putting everything like trying to put everything like low volume. So this one is for a commercial. Never Play, amazing. And this other one is Who by Jimin in a it says Diego Armando Maradona Stadium. So it's for a game. I don't really know which game. I don't know anything about sports. I literally know zero. I don't know anything.
Me
And
neither. Honestly, I have no clue what's happening. I have no clue. Like none.
okay,
But it's also on the BTS is part of that.
it's very very low because it's like on a stadium, but Jimin is singing like the song.
Very.
Uh huh. So
You mean shit.
that's all I have when it comes to that. And then, oh, I wanted, I was waiting for you to talk about this because you are the expert here. And
Oh.
I said that you had like a strong opinion about this.
Ow. About what? I'm scared now.
There are a lot of TikToks and there are a lot of tweets
Oh.
about J Hope and Don Toliver's LV bag.
Oh.
So this first TikTok says LB bags won't even exist anymore by the time they release this song. The second one says J-Hope and Don Toliver in 2060 is still teasing their upcoming song LB Bag, which is still hasn't gotten a release date yet. And they have these filters of like super, super old.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one says if Don doesn't drop LB Bag with music video by this Friday, then it's gonna be the biggest release fumble in history. So okay, everyone, I think we're all
I think everyone has the same opinion.
yes, which is they're taking too long. They're
Uh-huh.
teasing it for too much. They're teasing this song for too long. Now, please tell us your unpopular opinion.
My maybe unpopular opinion, maybe it's because there are armies and when they see a teaser, then immediately like right away you're gonna have the music video and the song release or
Mhm.
whatever. But I know Don Toliver, like I like Don Toliver's music and I follow his career for a long, long, long time.
Yes, you're a fan.
I'm a fan and he does this all the time. This is no news. Like this, I was like, oh, he's teasing it a lot for like 1,000 years. I'm like, yeah, that's how he is. I was asking who's Don Toliver. He's a rapper, and he has actually a lot of his songs. They become super popular on TikTok. So when it comes to TikTok, I trust Don Toliver. So my unpopular opinion is that what he's done it so many times that I think it works. Like for um for his other songs, like it's been working. For example, for there's this song that he um before he released it, the song is called Bandit, I think. And I was like so desperate for him to release it. I was like, I need this song, I need this song, I need this song. I was so excited. I think I even told you because he has a little part of another song.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh my goodness, this sounds so cool. And it was only like a 15-second TikTok. And I was like, oh my God, like I need this song. But then it came out and it had a lot of streams. So what he's doing is on purpose. It's not that like that's
Mhm.
his technique. He's done it for every single of his songs.
And it's worked for him.
it has worked for him, like for so many other songs. So I understand the frustration of a lot of people, but I also think that Army just didn't know that that was his thing. Like generally, like this is his thing. Like he does this.
Yes. Here are some comments. He says, Army expectations timelines are often different from other artists' rollouts. Another comment says, he's doing something other rappers have done and are still doing.
Exactly.
This isn't new. And this one says, other artists aren't BTS. That's what people don't understand. Don't expect the same strategy. And
Exactly.
I also agree with that because I feel like BTS, as BTS sometimes, they're not very super risky with promotion strategies because they are new in the Western and in the worldwide music industry. So they are very careful with their promotion strategies. And I feel like this is so different to what they do. BTS does comeback maps and they have like comeback schedules and they say everything beforehand and they drop teasers.
Exactly. Somebody say Muffer is saying we are used to having a calendar.
Yes.
And that doesn't exist when especially when it comes to rappers. Rappers don't tell you nothing. They be releasing like
Out of
a
nowhere.
little part. No, like they be releasing a little part of the in their recording studio and they let that recording studio audio go viral. And then after months they release the song. And it works. I don't know how because I get impatient and I'm like, oh, I like it frustrating. It frustrates blah blah blah. You know what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
And sometimes I just drop it, but like for them, it works. Like it works.
Yes, and I feel like this is not to say that I'm not going to support the song. Of course, I'm going to support the song. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like if we are going to try this drastic of a new strategy with a BTS song, with a J Hope song, it's good that it's this one because this is an artist, Don Toliver, who has done it already. Like his songs are promoted like this. He teases the song time and time again. He lets the songs go viral on TikTok and then he releases the song. Maybe it doesn't work with BTS. We'll see. Like this is a good time to try this new strategy.
Try and error. So we're gonna see.
I think we should try different things. And they are doing that.
All of Don Toliver songs, at least with me, I have seen the TikToks like way before, and then after a big while, me waiting for it, he releases a song, and I'm like, oh, immediate like, immediate download, immediate that like that. So maybe that's his strategy to kind of like have the people waiting, so they like, and on the first day he gets numbers like crazy. And also that he has a lot of really viral songs. A lot of people might say like, who's Don Toliver? I know you have heard at least one of his songs. I know
without even realizing,
without even knowing that it was on Toliver because he's so viral.
I don't really knew that I knew
When
Don Toliver.
I told you, oh, Don Toliver is this person and this and this song and this song and this
And
song.
I'm
You
like,
were like, what?
I've heard this song on TikTok and this other on TikTok and this other on TikTok. He knows what he's doing. And like many people have mentioned already in the comments, this is his song. The feature artist is J Hope, and that's why I'm saying this is a good time to see how this strategy works with a BTS member. Let's see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes.
Let's see Don Toliver do his thing. He always does this. So I think we should just wait. Like all of these comments, these TikToks are very funny. Like I don't get offended or anything like that. Like these TikToks are funny, but it's true that we shouldn't really be frustrated.
Exactly.
We should just see what happens.
We like kind of like laugh about it because we are used to something different.
Yes, because armies are so much like this. Like we need a date and we need a pre-order link, and he doesn't do that. Like Don Toliver doesn't.
He's not gonna do it.
Yes, he's
like,
not going to do it.
If you guys are waiting for it or for a date, it's gonna be like a day before before he releases the song. Like it's not gonna happen. Like he doesn't do this. I have never seen him do it, and I've always had to wait. So yeah, it's fine, guys. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah. Okay. So my sister is going to get the laptop charger and cookies. So while she goes, the title of this live stream is "This Video Essay May Go Wrong." And it's because last live stream I said that I was working on a video and hopefully I was going to finish it by yesterday. And I didn't finish by yesterday. Something came up and I'm just so busy this week. However, I am doing it. And just for this stream, I'm going to spoil you guys what the video is about, because I said that it's a difficult video and it's a long video essay. And I thought you had discussed that already, but I'm glad I wasn't late. Yes, I was just waiting for my sister to get here so we can actually talk about it, because she has so much to say about this video. I've been talking to her about the process of making this video because it's such a long video. I think it's like 30 minutes. And of course, I haven't finished editing. So I'm just going to tell you guys what it is about. And if you think I should add something else or maybe take some parts out, advice would be great. Okay, so let me show you. Wait a second. I'm going to show you guys how I decided to make this video. It all started with Ranjin, which is crazy because this video is kind of serious. Like it's a video essay and it was hard to do. And it all started because of Ranjin. So it's this clip. So let's see this clip.
근데 아니 저는 사실은 진이하고 약간 사연이 좀 있는 게 이영국 셰프님 집에서 우리가 맛있는 거 먹으면서 얘기하다가 나한테 섭섭함을 한번 토론한 적이 있어.
제가요? 제가요?
기대가 있어야 섭섭한 거 아니에요?
그러니까 나도 그랬지. BTS가 나한테 섭섭한 거.
Okay, so basically what happened here is that Jin has 3 comedians and 1 singer as the guests in his show. I'm going to make the subtitles bigger. And where is it? How do I change it? And basically one of the comedians, the one with the one with the blue jacket, says that first of all, they each say that they are there with ulterior motives, like they have something to promote. However, the one with the blue jacket, he's a comedian and he says that he accepted the invitation because he wanted to apologize to Jin, because apparently in a show they were together years ago, or some time ago, I don't know, Jin got mad at him because Jin said hi to him and the comedian ignored him. So I'm reading the comments. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like people are already having some kind of discussions in the comments. So that's exactly my point. It's such a random video, like not a random video, but it's such a random situation. So here he explains. We were chatting over good food. Okay, let's see.
맛있는 거 먹으면서 얘기하다가 나한테 섭섭함을 한번 토론한 적이 있어.
And he mentioned that I hurt his feelings once.
제가요?
기대가 있어야 섭섭한 거 아니에요?
그러니까 나도 그랬지. BTS가 나한테 섭섭한 거.
너무 부럽다.
Okay, so that was weird because after he said that he hurt BTS's feelings, the other comedian says, I'm so jealous. This entire clip.
Wait, I wanna talk about that too.
I was just showing the clip. I'm going to.
But okay, but don't talk. Where's the charger? cookie?
Thank you. Look at me. Okay.
I'll be right back. No one breathe.
No one breathe. She really wants to be here. What does that even mean? So that is the thing. We need to realize that we're here in a variety show. It's BTS's variety show, and everyone is joking around. Everyone is saying, I'm here because I want to promote something. Everyone is laughing about it. And Jin, he doesn't even remember. He says, I'm so curious, what was it? Because he doesn't remember the moment of this. Okay, you're here now. Okay, let me explain to you. So in the latest episode of Run Jin, Jin had 3 comedians and 1 singer as a guest. Okay?
Okay.
One of the comedians, first of all of the comedians said that they are there because they want to promote something. They are joking. Okay? They're joking around. It's still it's a tiny bit weird though. Because it's like,
Okay, but we can say like, okay.
yes,
it's
it's
a
what
joke.
uh-huh.
It's a joke.
We can say that. So let's move on.
Okay.
What happens next is that one of the comedians says, I'm here to apologize because one time you got mad at me because I didn't say hello back or something like that. So he accepted the invitation to be on Ranjin because he wants to apologize. That's what he's saying. And after he says this, Jin is like, I don't remember.
Oh.
And he wants to know what happened exactly.
Is it a long clip?
I can show you. Okay, let's see it again.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Because I've watched this clip so many times to make the video. Because this one clip of Ranjan, which is the least serious show ever, made me make the most serious video ever, which is crazy.
Yeah, the video that's about to be out, oh my goodness. It's one of
Yes.
your best videos. It's one of the best ones for me. Like, it's so good.
Okay, let's see.
이렇게 구독 한 번씩 부탁드리겠습니다.
Okay, this is the other one.
어머 세상에.
제가 또 이렇게
마음도
스윗합니다.
곱다.
허경환 형
So this is the moment when everyone is saying, I'm here to promote my channel, whatever. So next is this comedian.
아니, 저는 사실은 진이하고 약간 사연이 좀 있는 게
He says, I have a bit of history with Jin.
이현묵 셰프님 집에서
네네네.
우리가 맛있는 거 먹으면서 얘기하다가
At this person's house, we were chatting over good food,
나는 섭섭함을 한번 토론한 적이 있어.
and he mentioned that I had hurt his feelings once.
제가요? 제가요?
And Jin is confused.
기대가 있어야 섭섭한 거 아니에요?
그러니까 나도 BTS가 나한테 섭섭한 거.
And then he says, how could I have hurt the feelings of BTS? And then the other comedian, the girl, says, I'm so jealous. It's weird. My sister is making a weird face like, what?
More?
I read a comment here that said maybe something is being lost in translation because it doesn't make sense why she said, I'm so jealous. But let's also remember, let's see the screen. It says, so she is saying, I'm so jealous. But the editors, you know how they write little phrases of what is happening? The editors of the show wrote jealous for some reason. Why is she jealous? That's the point of my video. Okay, so next, Jin says,
너무 부럽다.
나 너무 궁금해. 뭐지?
예전에 뭐 어떤 방송에서
네.
나한테 인사를 했는데 내가 인사를 잘 안.
Jin says, what happened? And the comedian says, apparently, Jin said hello to me and I didn't say hi back. That's apparently what
Oh my
happened.
God. Here's the thing. If that's a genuine I'm sorry, at least he wouldn't mention it before there were cameras there. You get me?
That's what people are saying because Jin is so confused. Like he doesn't know what's
like
happening.
Jin doesn't even remember. Like
Mhm.
he's not that important. But like his only big accomplishment was like, oh, I hurt BTS's feelings. It's like, excuse me, like how is that cool?
Okay, and that's my point. Okay, let's see if there's something else in this clip.
안 받아서. 기억나죠? 얘기가 기억나죠?
아니 전혀 기억은 안 나는데 너무 하신 거 아니에요? 이거 너무
And Jin says, I don't remember, but how could you? And everyone is like joking around, says that was bad, that was bad.
그래서 내가
Even I feel hurt.
너무
그래서
섭섭하다.
다리에 힘 풀면 주저앉았잖아. 내가 너에게.
그건 아니지.
그건 아니지. 근데 중요한 건 그것도 풀 겸.
And then he says, but the important thing is that I want to clear the air. So this is the entire clip that is being clipped and being talked about on social media. And here's the thing. I've seen two types of comments. The first type of comment, and I'm telling you guys, like these tweets are like more than 50K likes sometimes. So these are huge conversations. A lot of people are saying that this is very weird because why is he apologizing publicly?
Is he apologizing though? Because someone said like, does he say sorry?
Actually, no. He says he is there to clear the air. It's important for him to clear the air. That's what he says.
That is so weird. That is so weird. Like somebody said, like let's not overanalyze or whatever. It is a big conversation on Twitter. That's why we're bringing it up.
Okay, that's how the conversation started. And then the next day, I found other tweets that are also getting a lot of attention, saying, "Why are you guys paying attention so much to? Why are you guys paying so much attention to this? They are all comedians, and who cares? Like they are joking around, and they are joking around so much that Jin doesn't even care. Jin doesn't remember, and Jin is joking around as well. So it is like there's no consensus or anything. Like there's just a lot of discussions. However, personally, I feel like they are all correct. Like all the comments, all the army comments are correct. I do feel like these tell us maybe this case is not as severe as other times when BTS were disrespected, but it show us a pattern. This keeps happening.
And also, here's the thing. I understand that people might see it like, oh, this is something little, it don't matter, whatever. The thing is that BTS, he's referring to a moment where BTS were, well, small, and he was disrespectful to a small group member. So I think that, and also like once they're big and you're going to their show, it's like, oh, when you were small, I actually didn't shake your hand. How dare I? How dare I get? Now that you're so big, now of course I have to do it. That's the attitude. And we have to remember that BTS has been so disrespected so many times that it of course, anytime I see things like this, I don't want to see it as overanalyzing it, but I'm going to point it out. I'm going to be like, that sucks.
Yes, because
you get me?
Here's the other thing. Some armies were saying, if this man just was nice to Jin and was funny and blah, 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 like all of this, if he was just like normal and didn't bring this up, we could have, he may have had some attention. He may actually could have followers, and armies would check his stuff out and stuff like that. And other armies are saying, why are you even doing that in the first place? Why are you praising and following everyone who just is respectful to BTS or just has like a nice ranging episode with Jin? Like, who cares? Why are you following? Like, that is weird as well.
Honestly, the I'm jealous comment, it can go so many ways.
Yes.
It can be like, I'm jealous of the interaction. I'm jealous of you got to hurt their feelings and I didn't. It can go so many ways.
I definitely feel like it's that because this is not the first time.
Mm.
And this is what my video is about, because BTS is a story, like BTS in their book, and we're going to look at those quotes from the book because I have them here. BTS has mentioned in their book that this happened to them so many times. Specifically, the thing of they say hello and people don't say hello back to them. Like they don't acknowledge them at all. That's number one, they ignore them. And number two, they would just simply laugh at them. Literally
horrible.
laugh at them.
That's horrible.
Yes.
I do have to say though, he's bringing something up that happened in private. It wasn't like, oh, like armies always attack him
Mm-hmm.
because he ignored Jing or whatever. It's not like that. It's like no one knew about this. Not even Jing remembered.
Mm-hmm.
No one knew about this. No one was saying anything about him, about the comedian, no?
Yes.
And nobody was saying anything. So I'm trying to understand why to make it public. You
I-
get me? Because
I feel like he was just trying to be funny.
how's that funny though? Like comedians have to be funny. I think the funniest person in that room is Jing.
And ironically,
And ironically,
I've seen the episode
yeah.
and yeah, but maybe it's because I feel like Jing is hilarious and Jing is awesome. But anyways, the point that I have with this clip is that it just started my video. It's not the full conversation of my video, but it started my video because I said,
No, because your video, when you sat down and explained to me, usually when she explains to me her videos, I'm on my phone kind of like to have something to watch and I just listen to her, just like in TikTok, you know? When she started explaining the whole video, I put my phone down. Like, I was like, just looking at her like, what? Like, it's
Yes.
so much shit has happened.
okay, so this one were the conversations that I was talking about. These three are, no, this one came after this. And it's just opposing. Like, these are all not agreeing. These are discussions. And my point with all of this is not that I agree or disagree with anything. I'm just saying that for some armies, this subject is sensitive because BTS has said how many times they being ignored. They would say hello and they would not get anything, not even a hello back, not even, they wouldn't, it's horrible. Like it's in their book and then we're going to read about it. But after they went through that, I'm getting ahead of myself, but they suffered so much specifically because of this. And this is just, yes, it's a joke. Yes, it's a tiny clip. Yes, it doesn't matter. But for armies who know, it's hard. It's hard, you know? So that's what the video is about how BTS were treated, basically, when they were nobodies. Because now everyone respects them. And I found this clip which says, no matter how tough their experience with seniors in the industry was, BTS never did the same. They always support other artists, especially those just starting. And that is the topic of the video. The video is about how BTS, when they were juniors, they would give so much respect to their seniors. They would say hello to everyone, even though there were some moments when they were going through such horrible things that those tiny little jokes, those tiny little tricks that the industry put on them may seem like nothing, but for them, it came at the worst times. They were going through so much in their debut years. And now they're trying to do the opposite. When they see groups that just debuted, when they see junior groups,
They're so nice.
yes, like this letter that J-Hope, I'm sorry, one of the members of Cat's Eye, which is a new hype group, says to Jungkook, "Thank you for your advice." So he is giving advice.
They take the time.
Yes.
They respect them enough.
Mm-hmm.
Not because, oh, you guys are big, you guys are famous. No, it's because they have the guts to get into the industry. And that is something BTS didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody did that for them.
And that's why they are doing it. And
Exactly.
yes, and I explained everything that they went through and how they're changing this dynamic. There's a comment that says, I think they tried to be the seniors they didn't have. Yes. There was another comment that I wanted to read. The overall issue is worth talking about though. I think that's my point. Like, I'm not trying to make this Ranjin clip a bigger deal than it is. Jin seems like he's just joking around as well. So I'm not trying to overthink this one clip. I'm just trying to understand where some armies are coming from when they say that they find this so disrespectful. And it's because of BTS, specifically BTS's history. So, I'm just going to show you some pictures from the video that I'm making right now. Just so
Oh my God, yes.
Yes, just so you have an idea how the video is going. So this one is a quote from their book. It says, BTS...
Wait, I'm so sorry that I cut you off. Please show me what are you gonna like, the pictures you're gonna show in the video, because sometimes, many times, we talk so much shade. Like, we shade on everybody in the industry. And then I see your videos and it's Miss White Flag. Like, you're so focused on BTS, which is something great, but it's something like, oh, I thought she was gonna mention this and this and that. You get me?
Did you say Miss White Flag?
Miss White Flag? Like you...
Like a green flag?
No. You like the white flag of peace?
Oh.
You know when there's war? You're like, white flag. Let's not fight because this is what happened. This is what happened.
Yes.
You get me?
Yes. Like, first, let me read this so people understand what we are talking about in private. Because in the end, I don't end up mentioning the groups, but I do have theories because BTS mentions a certain period of time in a certain location, and I go to those videos and I'm like, these groups were there. My guess is that it was this group. Because it's just...
And we talk about them.
We talk about that.
We talk about them groups. We talk about them. Somebody said, neutral grounds in Borderland. Period. This is why...
Wait. You're wrong. Someone says white flag is for surrender.
Excuse me?
So you're wrong.
Isn't that the white... Oh, right. It's surrender.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's not white... Who said that? Why? We were all in an agreement. Give me the username. I'll find you. Who said that? We all understood the idea. No, because us, when we talk, we have no shame. Like, we be shaming everybody's name. We're like the company. We're like, we know everything. And we're like, is this group?
Because, guys, like, I take my videos so seriously because sometimes I just... I'm like, BTS said this in their book, and it was during this era, and it was during these shows. So I'm going to go to these shows, and I'm going to find them, and I'm going to find the groups that were part of that era, so I can maybe guess. Mm-hmm. So I have my guesses, but I cannot say for sure.
Exactly, and that's something I respect so much from your channel, because you have your guesses.
I would never say them. I would never say them because
you would never say them. Why? Because you're not 100% positive, and it's not a fact.
Mm-hmm. And I just cannot be accusing everyone. Like, that would be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to...
Someone says say them in the chat. No,
like, I would never.
That's not the point of this. But yeah, sometimes, like, I be thinking, oh, she's gonna talk about this. Oh, this video is gonna be so controversial. And then I watch the video and I'm like, oh, she actually managed her way to make it not controversial, to make it actually just factual, which is great. But yeah, I just said my piece. Let's watch the pictures from the video.
Yes. So this one is from their book. BTS wrote it with a journalist. So the journalist is explaining BTS's story, but there's also quotes from them directly. So all of this is really narrated wrote by BTS. Okay, so it says BTS was given no attention at the award shows. They were dwarfed by countless established artists who were already beloved by the public. This was when they were just starting. And because BTS was the only group from Big Hit Entertainment to attend, they did not have older colleagues from their company to introduce them to other artists. No one spoke to them, and they could not approach anyone. That's crazy to me because since they have no seniors, no one is going to talk to them, and also they cannot approach anyone else. Like that's crazy to me. It says all they could do was attend the award shows, step onto the stage to give brief comments and thanks, and return straight to the dormitory.
Also, you need to tell them. You need to. This is so sad. Like, you guys understand this? There's cameras, there's fans, and you just feel so alone in a place so packed of people. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
That is so sad. And also, why were people so bad? Like, why were they so mean?
Why do you mean no one spoke to them?
No
What
one
do you
spoke
mean?
to them. What do you mean? Like, not even the guards spoke to them. Like, they were horrible people.
Okay, so that's one.
Stop making fun of my scream. I can't. People don't understand the pain I feel because it's not right. It's not right. It is just not right.
Okay, so here's other stuff that I talk about in the video. So when BTS first started, their first week sales of their first album were 772. That's less than 1,000. That's how unimportant and yes, that's how unimportant they were to the industry. And then their second album had 2,679 sales. These are very, very low numbers. This just shows you how really small BTS were. Because sometimes people, like, yes, they were monster rookies. Like, they won every rookie award, most of them of the rookie awards, which is amazing. However, they really started with nothing. With nothing. And then after these two albums, this happened. This was the Be Free controversy, which was, I think everyone knows. I talk about it a little, also because I feel like it has something to do with the theme of the video about juniors and seniors. Because let's remember, I feel like not a lot of people talk about this. Be Free was 9 and 10 years older than RM and Suga, who were the ones like sitting next to him, getting all the hateful comments by him. 10 years older, and he's like making fun of them and all of this. And RM says that it was shocking for him because they were part of the same industry, and he's getting so much hate from this person who is in the same industry. Like, he thought that it was crazy that he could be confronted like that on a podcast, which that's the other thing. This was a podcast. This was not even a TV show because they were simply not invited to the TV shows, to the variety shows and stuff like that. So this one opportunity, they could finally go with other rappers to talk about rap.
And you're kind of like, oh, like, this is my field.
Mm-hmm.
These are my peers, basically.
Yes. And this happens.
And that's the thing that I simply don't respect. No, I don't respect them. Because here's the thing. You can be 10 years older, or you can be even like the same age. But if you're bigger and you treat other artists that are smaller than you like this, it's just the same vibe of the people that treat bad to the waiters. That they're disrespectful to the waiters.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how dare you? Like, how dare you to be such a horrible person in the world?
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Like, the entitlement is just not right.
And it's deeper than that because I also talk in the video about this case. Okay, I mentioned it later, but the underground rappers, because it's not just him, the underground rappers that came after BTS, they came at BTS, that dissed them and stuff like that. They were dissing BTS and other is small rappers. Like never from their same level, yes. So that's another point. So RM said about this be free situation. Taking an insult like that to our faces and from someone in the same industry. That was when I learned how to respond when you're walking down the street and you get slapped in the face out of nowhere. Okay, so here's the other thing that I was mentioning. So another thing that happened is that there was this YG rapper. He was an underground rapper, just like Namjoon and just like Yoongi. He started as an underground rapper and then he went to a hip hop rap TV show competition, something like that. And he was about to debut as a YG artist in a YG K-pop group. But before that, he became pretty popular because of the show. And he made a song dissing a lot of K-pop rappers, specifically rappers in the K-pop industry, because I guess because they're leaving the industry. So one of them was RM, and he also mentioned BTS. He made a pun about Bulletproof because he's talking about BTS and he's mentioning Namjoon as well. And these other three, they are also from small companies, like smaller than him, because let's remember that he was about to become a YG rapper. Like this song, you can still hear it today. There's a music video for this song where he mentions RM and BTS, and it's on the YG channel.
That's insane. That's insane.
Yes. And the point is that he is like all this list of rappers, they are all smaller than him.
Mm-hmm.
He is from YG. So once again, back to the idea of juniors, seniors, more power, less power. And then I feel like if you're going to diss someone, at least stand by it. But when BTS started getting a little recognition, this is 2015. That is just a little recognition. It's not like the biggest recognition ever. But BTS was getting a little recognition. So in a press conference, a reporter asked him, why did you diss BTS and also this other rapper from this K-pop group? And he didn't say anything. He gave the mic to YG's CEO and let him answer. Yes, YG's CEO answered for him.
Talk about. I wanted to say about word, but let me think about another word.
It's like you're so brave coming after a small groups, small rappers, but now that rapper is getting a tiny bit of recognition, this is 2015. This is not 2020 RM.
Exactly.
This is a tiny bit of recognition. Now people are asking him about it.
Coward. That's the word. I was going to say the P word, but yeah, coward. Like, they're such cowards, bro. All of them.
Show the clip. I don't think I have the clip of this press conference, but there are reports about it. There are news about it. And I'm going to talk about it like more specifically in the video.
Nasty. You know why? Because
wait, the microphone is doing a sound. I think it's because
my goodness, this microphone.
Okay, go ahead.
This is horrible because look at him standing like that. He looks stupid.
And I just don't understand how you can diss rappers in K-pop because they are in K-pop when you are about to be in a K-pop group.
That's so ridiculous.
You also do the little dances and stuff. Like, come on.
And also, like, rappers, they be dissing each other, but because they're big. It's like...
Yes, because this picture is a joke to me. All of these four artists are way smaller than him.
At the moment.
At that moment, they were way smaller than him. Like, you are a YG artist. Your song is on the YG channel. Go after SM and JYP. Like, come on.
Like, he thinks he's a thug. Like, he thinks he's the man. And it's like, once they got a little bit of recognition, he was not the man. He was not talking. He was like, you get me?
And you know what? Also, BTS were so, at least this is publicly, they were so nice about it. Like they were fine with it because in the book, RM says that this was fine because at least he was doing it through a song. So they can respond also in a song, which RM did in a stage that he did. But anyways,
And as he should, he probably ate.
of course he did. But what happened with Be Free was so low because that was not a diss, that was not a song.
That was let me invite you to humiliate you in
Yes.
front of my audience because it's gonna be so
Well,
much
it was,
fun for everybody.
it was not his audience. It was a hip hop podcast. But still, like,
No, but like
I just cannot. Every time I remember, like, BTS were not invited to variety shows. They were not invited. So they finally get an invitation to a hip hop event, and it's this little podcast, and it's the only opportunity they got.
Yeah.
And what happens? This happens. Like, it's just
honestly,
so frustrating.
it is so frustrating, but that only shows the strength BTS members have. Because
Yes,
imagine
because-
going through all of that, anybody else would have quit. Even like I would say myself, I would have been like, oh, like maybe this is not for me. Like I would hesitate, I would doubt myself, I would like drop it. But they didn't. Look,
and you know
look.
what? You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Some people did quit because of this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I found a lot of K-pop comments. Of course, these are just opinions, but some people say that because this rapper came after. I don't know how to say that. Because this rapper did smaller rappers, some of those rappers disappeared, and some K-pop fans say that it was because of those songs, because of this.
You see, like doing that as a grown ass man is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It's like that one loser guy that is older than everybody in the grade because they keep failing at school, so they have to like repeat the curse one and like time and time again, and they end up being 20 picking up on a 16-year-old. You get me? Have you seen that? It's ridiculous.
Oh, the girl on TikTok? There's a girl on TikTok who is going viral for doing exactly what you said.
Exactly.
She's like 20 or 21 and she's in high school, and apparently she bullies people, and it's like, you're in high school.
You're in high school, you're 20.
Yeah.
Like, let's get it straight.
Yeah. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so here is a picture that blows my mind. All of these groups debuted in 2013. Guess which one is the only one that exists?
All of them.
Only BTS. Like, look at all of these groups. When you see and how many people are in these groups, like, this is crazy to me.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not gonna bully them.
Wait, you're doing some sound.
What's wrong with me? Like, why am I a problem? Maybe it's this. Is it the mic that I'm hitting? Is
Okay.
it the cable?
No, it's fine.
It's fine. I don't
Yes.
move. I don't breathe. I don't do anything. I just talk.
Yes.
What was I gonna say? I don't want to these people that they just failed. That's fine. That happens. This is just a proof that BTS is just that good. Eliminated all of their competition, quote unquote.
Yes, I make a point that I try finding conversations about why 2013 groups all disappeared at some point. And it's because 2013 was in general a bad year. Why? For K-pop. Because
BTS was born and it's just better and above K-pop.
no, listen to me. The real reason is because, I believe, none of the big three labels debuted any group in 2013. So really, nobody cares about the groups from 2013. The big three used to drive people to check out K-pop, and there's this group, and they are against this other group. If there was at least one K-pop group from the big three that debuted in 2013, they would have competition, and people would at least remember the competition. But nobody cared about any of these groups.
Exactly.
There was
No,
no
because-
big three force.
They were so small that there was no competition. And then they started growing and there was competition. Then they ate the competition up. They didn't only aid the competition. They make them disappear. That's how good they are. That's the power.
Okay, I know you're joking, but that is not the case. The case is that what actually happened is that I'm telling you, these groups had no chance because the big
No,
three.
but just not. No, you don't understand what I'm trying to say.
These groups from 2013,
I'm not talking about those groups though.
including BTS. BTS had no real chance in 2013.
Exactly.
BTS survived because they are crazy when it comes to fighting for their dreams. Like it's really
And that's exactly what
another
I
level of
But
determination.
that's exactly what I said. They were so little, they had no competition. These people are not competition. Then they
Yeah.
grew so much that other people were their competition. No, not in this picture because I don't know anybody there. I have no clue who they are. So that's what I'm saying. Other people, from big companies, from like big groups that had a lot of fans and all of it, BTS got to their level. And not only got to their level, but ate them up.
Yes, surpassing
All of it.
Yeah.
All of them. All of them.
Okay, so I mentioned this because BTS was basically in those award shows by themselves. I already showed you guys the quotes of BTS saying that no one would approach them, and they also could not approach other groups. They could not approach other groups. They could not approach anyone because they didn't have seniors to introduce them to other groups. So it says here, the award shows they attended to accept their prizes, the rookie award shows, the rookie awards. The award shows they attended to accept their prizes only served to show the members the reality they faced. Jin recalls, when we won the new artist prize at the MMA, I think it was SHINee who won Artist of the Year, who in Korea back then didn't know SHINee. Everyone knew about Beast and Infinite too. But as for us, it was a time when people used to call us those bulletproof best guys. That was how they were like, that was all they remember, like how they approached them. Like that was it. Like those bulletproof best guys.
That was like
those bulletproof best guys.
that was their title.
Yeah. And then this part, when I talked to you about this part, I think you cried.
I think I teared up.
Yeah.
I think I started tearing up.
Okay, so BTS had their two first albums, right? And then they had
I don't want to talk about this.
we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it because this story is so.
No, because it's not sad because they rise from the. I know the saying in Spanish. Okay, I don't know the saying. Resurgieron de las cenizas como el gato Félix. Okay, sorry. No one's gonna understand that joke. That's such an inside joke. Okay, say it. Say the story. It's so sad.
Okay, so BTS did their school trilogy and they were growing and growing. Let's remember that the first album had less than 1,000 sales in the first week. People.
I know.
People know.
I know it's not el gato Félix. Yo sé que no es el gato Félix. That's the joke. Ese es el chiste de todo esto. Pido perdón. Perdón.
Sí sabemos que no es gato Félix, sabemos que es, ¿cómo es?
El ave fénix.
El ave fénix, pero es el
Fénix.
chiste.
I don't know the pronunciation. Pero ese es el chiste.
Yeah. Okay,
Nadie habla de gato Félix.
let's get back to it. It's just such a weird joke that it's not worth it. Okay. So BTS had their school trilogy. They were growing with each album, but not really enough. What they wanted back then was to at least have a music show win in one of these K-pop competition shows, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then they said, at least we need some wins so we can have a tour. And then if this ends, because we're not doing really well, if this ends, we need to at least have a tour. That should be the goal. So they said, we're going to do everything, like an album that is so good that it's impossible for us to lose at these shows. So they did so much for Dark and Wild, which is their first studio album, their fourth album
They
overall.
did everything.
They did everything. I have some pictures here. So they first went to America to film American Hustle Life. While they were filming, they filmed from the morning to 8 at night. At 8, they went to the studio to practice and record and work on the album. But more than anything, to practice choreography and all this stuff. They would practice until dawn, I believe, which is like 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would sleep for a couple of hours and then go back to American Hustle Life, the recording of American Hustle Life.
Mm-hmm.
And then once again, they finished shooting the show. They went back to the recording studio, or well, not recording studio. This is not a recording studio. This is a garage, which is where they recorded Dark and Wild.
So it's a recording studio, okay? Leave them alone.
So they practiced all night, then sleep a couple of hours, and then again the show. So it was really, really crazy. And they said that in their book, they said that they did the choreography and then they did it again and then again, and they changed it, and it was crazy.
And then what happened? Tell them what happened.
The book says that was the schedule in which BTS released Dark and Wild, an all or nothing move that put the future of the team on the line. Unfortunately, reality was not so kind. Suga describes their disappointment. We suffered so much for it. So why? He means, why is this happening? What was happening? He basically lost everything. They were not nominated one time to the at the music shows.
Nothing.
Forget award shows. The music shows.
Nothing.
They were not even nominated. It says the grueling practice sessions leading up to the Mama performance, however, were not solely because of the friendly competition with Block B. So that's the other thing. They were going through all of this,
Mm-hmm.
and after all of this happened, and there was so much disappointment,
Awesome.
the Mama Awards, they wanted BTS and Block B to go like do a versus and basically put them against each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they were so desperate, like they mentioned, they were so desperate, and we were so disappointed, and everything went wrong, and now we have to do this to prove ourselves. They were under so much pressure. So it says BTS was truly desperate. J-Hope says all those performances for Danger were really exhausting. When we had that comeback with Danger releasing the Dark and Wild album, we'd done about 20 music show pre-recordings and then went to a different program where they announced first place. We were told here's the thing. We were told we had to be there. So we went up there live, completely out of it. Then it turned out we weren't even candidates for first place, which I think was a big shock. So BTS did this crazy schedules for recording and practicing, and their choreography is still, BTS said that it's still one of their most difficult choreographies to date, the choreography for Danger. And they changed it so much so it can be perfect. They recorded those songs it was so difficult to record those songs. They selected the songs and everything. And then they were not even nominated.
Not even nominated.
And this is the thing. They did about 20 music shows, and I went back to those shows and I didn't even realize how many how many K-pop shows they attended. Like they performed that song so many times. It was crazy. And the shows told them, no, you have to be here. You don't understand. Like, you have to be here. And then maybe they thought that maybe they could get nominated, but they didn't. They just went up there. And there are the videos. Like, I have the videos. I'm going to show it in the actual video essay of them standing there. They look like they're trying to be like nice, okay, like they're trying to say hi to everybody, like to the camera and stuff like that.
Mad.
But now we know because of the book that they were completely disappointed. There's this part, which is the most important part. J-Hope's shock was so purely due to their... I'm sorry. J-Hope's shock was not purely due to their performance on the rankings. V tentatively goes into further detail about the situation. So V says, it's fine if other teams are named as candidates for first place. We just need to work harder, which is crazy. How can you even say that?
After this, You can go and say that.
Yeah. But anyways, he says, we just need to work harder. But at the broadcasting stations, we'd always be the first to say hello and greet everyone, the seniors and the juniors alike. But some people just ignored us or passed right by, or mocked us for not being candidates to top place. She just threw the mic. Let me finish. The incident was a heavy mental, it's supposed to say, not metal. The incident was a heavy mental blow to BTS. V continues. After the broadcast, we all got into the van together. Someone was crying. Someone was getting really mad. And someone just couldn't speak. That unspeakable disappointment and that tear-jerking emotion was too much. This era was horrible for them. Let's remember what Suga said. We suffered so much for it. So why? Why all of this happened? Like, why we had to go through all of this? Like, and the worst part, like,
And that's
the worst part, like we said, is that they were already disappointed. And all they can do is at least greet everyone else who is actually nominated, but they would ignore them, mock them, or just, it's horrible.
I have no words to explain. I have no words to explain how I feel. Because imagine doing all of that, working so hard for something that you see everyone doing as well. So they should be kind of like on your side. They're your peers. And they just treat you like that. And the award show treats you like that.
Mocking a group for not getting nominated is crazy to me. Like, why would you do that?
Who does that? Who does that? And that is my question, because I know who does that. And that is what bothers me. And that is why I never trust anybody else that is not BTS. Because no one else has gone through that. I feel like.
Definitely. Because the people who have actually been going through this are right here and they are nowhere to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
Where are these people? They are not in the entertainment industry anymore. These groups, these artists, they are not in the entertainment industry anymore. And these are only from 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine all the other years, all the bullying that was happening there.
And it's like, I really am thankful, and that this is why I'm so connected to BTS, because when I found out about the whole history and about the story behind this, the fact that BTS exists today, it's
crazy.
A miracle.
It's crazy.
It's not something that just happened, that it was lucky. It's a miracle. It's something beyond everything, because they had everyone, the whole world against them. And they didn't stop, and they kept going, and they kept getting better and bigger. And now nobody is on their side, because nobody is on their level.
Oh,
Nobody
okay.
is that high.
Mm-hmm.
They look everybody, and even though this would be the perfect, they are better. Because me, if I went through all of that and I get big, I'd be like on your face. But they are not. They are just the bigger person every single time, and that is why the amount of respect I have for them is infinite. Like, I have no words.
That's what you just said about me or us wanting to just saying, like you said, like,
Exactly.
sticking your tongue out to everyone else.
Like, I did it. You treat me bad.
The fact that BTS is not doing that, and
It's insane.
It's insane. Actually, what they do is try to change the industry. Like, they have done so much to change these weird rules in seniors don't talk to their juniors if they're not from their company, and also juniors should not approach anyone like seniors and bigger groups. Like, those are crazy rules, and BTS wants to change that.
Mm-hmm. So not only were they treated horribly, but they also want to better the system for new people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me? Excuse me? ¿Cómo se llama el Premio Nobel de la Paz? Like in English?
I don't know. The Nobel Prize?
The Nobel Prize of of peace. Is that right? They should win that shit. They are Gandhi or like some peaceful people.
I don't I don't know if I could act the way BTS acts because
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. How are you so above of everybody? That's why I think BTS are above humanity.
stop it.
I'm not even. I'm not joking. Nobel Peace Prize. You see, like it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. How they were treated is when you read everything in the book, like if you haven't read the book, guys, you have to because
It's gonna change your life.
it's the way they were treated by everyone because those are their words. They say everyone, what is it? It's here. It says no one spoke to them. No one spoke to them. No one.
And people
That is-
mocking them, I will cry.
That is a big word because you can say the majority or I don't know. Like no one spoke to them and they could not approach anyone. All they could do was attend the award shows, step onto the stage to give brief comments and thanks, and return straight to the dormitory. That's all they could do. And
That is so
also, when they
heartbreaking.
tried so hard with Dark and Wild and they didn't receive the nominations, it was already hard for them. But on top of that, they at least say hello to everyone and they don't receive a hello back. Not even a hello. Not even a
Not e-
hello.
Not even a look. That is. Also, that's my thing. I am never gonna understand people that behave like that. I am never gonna respect people that behave like that. Ever. How dare you? If anybody's saying hello to you, you say hello back.
At least hello. But no,
It
it was not
You don't
just
have to be nice, but you have to say
the
hello.
the nice ones didn't say hello back to them. Didn't say hello back to them. Because the mean ones would just mock them for not being nominated.
Excuse, like that is. That makes me so mad.
Yes.
Because whenever I hear this story, I have the two feelings. I want to burn everyone to the ground, or I recognize how valuable BTS is, and you get me? It's either or like you know, sometimes it's both at the same time. So I just have a lot of mixed feelings, and it's hard to explain.
I understand what you're saying. Okay. So that's not all, of course. These are just their first 2 years, 2013 and 2014. Like I've said, in 2015, they were getting like a tiny bit of recognition, like more recognition, because they had their Most Beautiful Moment in Life albums.
At the shit.
Yes. And they were actually like getting bigger. They finally, with Run, which is the most beautiful moment in life, they finally received their first nomination for these K-pop awards. We need to differentiate them. This is not like award shows even. These are just K-pop shows. BTS wouldn't even get nominations for K-pop shows, which is crazy. But-
Because they wouldn't be shaking hands with shady people. You get me?
Mhm.
BTS earned all of they got.
Yes, their growth really was organic, like super, super organic. And after their first music show win, they started to really like sell more and more albums, especially like internationally and stuff. They used social media so well. Like they were so real on social media, which was something that in K-pop was not really big. So that made them bigger and bigger.
It was I Need You.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it was not Run. It was I Need You, of course. I don't know why I say Run, but anyways.
Because when you
Um,
say run, I was thinking of I Need You. And I was
yeah,
like, when I started reading the comments, I was like, didn't she say I need you?
yeah. Okay,
My bad.
so during those years, two incidents happened back to back.
Cut the cameras right now, this second. I'm not. What are you displaying on the screen?
I have to.
No.
We have to talk
You're
about
not.
this.
What are you displaying on the screen?
Okay, so
End the live now. End it.
again, back to the topic of the video. The video is about how juniors with no power and no who are not from a big label, they're just simply like completely disrespected, because a lot of this comes sometimes with fear. Celebrities respect the big three, or used to respect the big three more than any other artist, because they were scared of the backlash they could get. So one of those things was Jungkook was invited to his first solo appearance at a variety show. And once again, back to the topic of juniors and seniors. He brought food for everyone. Everyone was older than him, and he bought food for everyone.
That's it. That's the end of the story.
It was a gift, and that is not the end of the story. The clip is, I think I watched it maybe 2 times, and still I've downloaded the video without even watching it, because it's really crazy. Like this clip of Jungkook buying the food for his castmates, and then they simply say they don't want the food because those are leftovers, and this like they were completely making fun of Jungkook for bringing the food, and they rejected the food. They rejected the food, and it's so sad because they didn't only reject the food. They said like, these are leftovers. We're not going to take this. We're not going to take these burgers. And then Jungkook was there, so confused. He was with the bags of food, and he was looking at the camera like, what am I supposed to do now? They rejected the food. And then he says,
they started walking away. No, they let him alone.
Yes, they walk away and they leave him alone. And then Jungkook says to the camera, they didn't accept it.
No.
They didn't accept it. That's what he says. And that was at the very beginning of the show. Then the rest of the show, Jungkook, of course, looks a bit uncomfortable. He tries to just like move along and whatever.
And move on and be professional or whatever, because he's that good.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I'm so pissed. I'm so mad. Because this is beyond.
How can you reject a
beyond.
gift? Like, that's crazy.
And say like, ew, it's leftover. Excuse me? First of all, you're an old man. You're an old man, so you need to sit down, okay? He was a child there.
Yes, he was a child.
He was a baby.
He was a teenager, literally. He was literally a teenager. So this happened, and actually, not long after this, something else happened. So there was this festival. I think it was in Busan. Busan One Asia Festival, I think it's called. And BTS was invited, BTS was promoted, BTS was supposed to perform. And yeah, like they were in the promotion pictures and all of that kind of stuff. And then armies bought tickets. There was also an online event, so everyone could watch on their homes or at their homes. I think it's in their house. I don't know. Like everyone could watch at home. And armies were there waiting for them. Like armies were there in the audience and stuff. And then, not on the actual event, but on the chat of the V Live, I believe, the organizers post a comment which says, now there's going to be a change in the lineup and BTS is not going to perform. And also, this is the nastiest part. They say in the comment, because of circumstances of the artists, BTS is not going to perform. Basically saying that BTS didn't want to perform, and they are the ones deciding to not perform.
Basically, they are the ones to blame.
Yes.
If they're not performing,
Yes.
it's because like the artist decision.
Yes, because it says due to circumstances of the artist. They are already blaming BTS. But we know that that was not what was actually happening. There are videos, and I'm going to show them in the actual video essay, so don't worry. But there are videos of everyone is leaving the stage, okay? Because the other K-pop artists, they are leaving the stage, they're walking down the stairs. And Jungkook is ready, and BTS is ready to go up those stairs. They are so like they are basically they're saying we are performing. Like
We're here.
we're here, and we are performing. And then they perform. They perform. The cameras are not rolling anymore. The event is not live anymore on V Live. But BTS performs, and they perform with leftover confetti, and no cameras are rolling except for the fans who were there like waiting for them and who bought a ticket to watch them, to see them. And BTS performs. Namjoon is not here because he had a surgery, I believe. But BTS were ready to perform, and they performed. Level Up says, "But why lie about what? But why lie about it? Like, where does lying get you? It makes you look stupid when the truth comes out." They were just trying to make themselves look like, hey, we're not in charge. BTS doesn't want to perform or whatever. Like, that's crazy. BTS wanted to perform, and
they were ready, and they did perform.
yes, they did.
They just didn't want
And
to.
they perform their entire set, multiple songs. The videos are long because they perform a lot of songs. Of course, they don't say anything like, they don't say anything except they just perform. So after this, all of this is just context. After this, all of these horrible hate campaigns start. And it's really because, like I've mentioned, look at these two cases. BTS doesn't let bullying affect them. Like, of course, it affects them because they've talked about how it affects them, but they continue fighting. Yes, they don't stop. They continue fighting. They say, this is not the end of us, and we're going to continue. It doesn't matter if the variety shows are against us. It doesn't matter if festivals are against us. It doesn't matter if we don't get any awards. TV show wins or whatever. It doesn't matter if groups are against us, which they were. They mocked them, and then when they actually become when they actually become what am I saying? When they actually become a real threat, because they actually start selling their albums. They actually start like being popular,
making numbers, making money.
They actually start getting numbers.
Making a lot of money for a company that is not the company of the big 3. Is not one of them.
Who goes against them? The fans of the big 3. This entire hate campaign is by fans of the big 3.
And also, me personally, this is not Boracity. This is me, Bora's sister, quote unquote fans. Of course, a lot of people join, but me personally, allegedly to me, it was a campaign from the company. It started with the company, and fans join in.
Well,
that's my truth.
I'm going to talk about it in the video, and we have proof that YG producers were in on it because they would shade BTS publicly as well. And we have the proof, like these were entire like news articles and all of that. So you're not as far from the truth.
Exactly, because a lot of people say like, oh, but don't hate on this group because it's not them, it's their fans.
Yes,
Crickets.
I talk about it in the video too, because a lot of people say all of these petitions to make BTS go away, like let's sabotage their project, their album. There was this breaking wings. What was the hashtag? Yes, these hate campaigns. People may say, well, those are just the crazy fans from the big 3. It was not just them. It was also some big 3 producers that joined in the hate, that joined in the allegations and all of that. So here are, of course, some examples, horrible examples. It was a lot. And these are not just viral things on the internet that don't matter much. These posts matter because these affected BTS so much. They have talked about this time and time again, how it affected them. It was so hard for them. This was not nothing. This was not an internet thing. This was not a fandom thing.
Also, I do want to add that I'm not saying that, oh, because of this, I'm going to hate on so-and-so group. No. What I'm saying is that a lot of people make excuses. And I'm like, I don't make excuses for anybody because everybody is grown up. Everybody knows what is happening. And they are just like there and they go with it. And I disagree with that. Me personally, my personal values disagree with that. So I'm not saying like, oh, I hate this group. Generally, I don't hate any other groups because in my eyes, there's no other group than BTS. But I don't hate on other groups. I'm just saying that I don't make excuses. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna turn that eye. How's the saying? I'm so bad at saying. I need to stop saying them. I'm just not gonna turn the blind eye. That's the saying.
I don't know.
You don't know what I'm saying?
I know what you're trying to say, but I don't know the
But you know
real-
the saying I'm not trying to say.
Yeah, turn a blind eye, people say.
Exactly. I'm not going to do that because turn the other cheek. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to point out what's obvious, the principle. And everyone should know that. And no one should be exempt. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, because here's the thing. Some people say, just move on. This was not that big of a deal. This was that big of a deal. It went to the Blue House, okay, of South Korea. BTS were investigated, like actually investigated because of these dumb allegations. Of course, they won their case because they really outsold everyone completely organically. They won their cases and yeah. But like you said, this did happen, and it was not just an stressful it was not just an stressful time for the fandom. It was a stressful time to BTS. BTS talks about it in their book, and it was a horrible time for them because of all of this. So here are some quotes. Yoongi said, in 2016, what really described where we were from was living hell because we were attacked in so many different areas and we didn't even know why. Why did they hate us so much? And then in their book, it says, back then, the world I saw was like, in one word, hell. They keep saying this word, like this word. It was literally a living hell for them. It was literally living hell for them.
And fairly so. It's not like exaggeration. Fairly so. Like, that was not right. All the things that they went through, they were not right.
And this is definitely because BTS dared to be from a small company and be successful.
That's the only thing. I think this is my personal
Because
opinion.
bullying got every other K-pop group, small K-pop group.
Yeah, they got it.
But the
hatred?
BTS survived it all and they continued and continued and continued. That's crazy.
And also, it's like, maybe, yes, there were bullies, like the industry were bullies, like the seniors to the juniors too. And that will happen, like that will be part of it. But it was personal with them because
Yes.
they were so big, getting so many numbers and getting bigger than the big three. How dare they? From this company that was about to get in bankruptcy? Excuse me? Like, who are you?
Yes. I'm not.
That's what they say.
The seniors from the big three, they thought, I'm not supposed to even look at you. I'm not even saying hi to you. I'm not even saying hello back to you. How dare you become bigger?
Exactly, because it's bad enough that you're a junior. You're also part of nowhere. You're also part of what is this company? Who are you? You're nobodies. That's the behavior they had against BTS.
Yes, and BTS says it. It's not just us saying it. I think this book is so good because we're finally getting some insight from BTS. How really it was for them. Like, this was not just little silly fandom things. No, this affected BTS so much. They were investigated. their entire reputation was on the line all the time. They were accused of so many weird things, like out of nowhere, because it was something related to the big three. Why are they outselling the big three? Why are they similar to the big three?
Why? If they have no money, they came from nothing. That's obviously like they're shady. Like there's obviously like they're manipulating numbers. And these accusations are so harmful. Like are so
Yes.
harmful for them. And they went through that just because they were from a small company and they became successful. That is the reason. Like Triga asked why they hate them so much. That's why. Because they dared to do it. Like they were good. They were big and they got it from nothing. They started on nothing.
Yes, because I know when BTS says that they were bullied by actual K-pop idols in 2013 and 2014, I know that they were not just the only ones. All of those groups that I show, they were also bullied by the big three. I know that for sure. However, BTS dared to survive. BTS dared to move on and continue and fight and get bigger. Yes. How dare they? Okay, so the book says, back then the world I saw was like, in one word, hell. I wasn't hoping for much. We were a group in our early 20s and there were even teenagers among us. What did they dislike so much to do that to us? Why did they hate us? Again, the same phrases. Living hell. Why did they hate us? RM once admitted later in Army Corner Store that 2015 to 2017 was a difficult period for BTS because all of these hate campaigns started in 2015 and they went through 2017. BTS were viewed as the villains of the idol industry, and attacks on the group continue. When the album Wings was released in October 2016, for example, the hashtag #BreakWings spread all over social media abroad. This is not just fans saying this, because armies are amazing, because all of those videos, and I give a shout out to Celeste and the hardships videos that she has. Armies always understood what was really happening, how really harmful all of this was, because this was a nightmare from an army's perspective. Of course, BTS was getting affected as well. Like, it was they were the ones being accused of all of these things and being told horrible, horrible things. And now they are finally saying it in their book. They are saying now, people hated us so much and we were viewed as the villains of the idol industry. It's not just us saying this, BTS are actually saying it, because that is the truth. That is what happened. That is what happened, and no one can change history. These things happen, and this was BTS's story. Because a lot of people try to say that was not a big of a deal. It was fan war stuff. It was not just fandom stuff. It really wasn't. It was that serious.
And as an army, you need to. It's disrespectful, I feel like, as an army to say, like, this wasn't that big of a deal. Because it's coming directly from them. It's their experience. They shared this experience in their book. So it's their word. How dare you say, how dare you go against, like, actually what you lived is not that big of a deal.
Yes. Well, it's really not army saying it.
Of
it's
course.
Other fandoms.
Exactly.
It's the big three. Now they're coming back or whatever, because a lot of them disappear and then now they're coming back. And
Suddenly.
I'm not talking about one group, okay? By the way, I'm not
It's
talking about
actually
one group.
multiple.
I'm talking multiple groups are now coming back and they are now like peace and love, like BTS.
Of course.
Let's remember what actually happened back then. Let's remember.
And let's never forget that, because at least me, I'm talking about me. I'm never gonna forget that, and I'm never gonna forgive that. I didn't go through that, and BTS can be the bigger person, and BTS can forgive, and BTS can do all of these things. I'm not gonna do them because I'm not BTS.
Yeah, so
They're just better. What can I say? What can I do?
yeah, I mean, I mentioned that as well. Like, I don't know if I were in their shoes, if I could do all of that. Like, forgive, and it's crazy. But yeah, going back to the video that I showed you guys first about the Ranjin clip, yes, this is not that big of a deal for so many people. And I understand that point as well. I swear I do. However, this just shows that this happened way too much. And here's yet another example.
Because history repeats itself. That's why you need to know your history and you need to know BTS's history. This is literally why. You get me? Because it's gonna keep happening. Because
Yes.
these little snarky comments are gonna keep happening, and we should not let it happen again like it happened in the past, because we know the consequences. We know how harmful it is, because BTS has already spoken about it. So okay, it's not like, oh, let's hate this person or whatever. No,
Yes.
it's not like
No,
that.
it's not like that. And also, compared to the other stuff,
It's not
what this
comparable.
comedian did is nothing. Like, it's not about that. It's about it's about everything we remember, because it's just another example of the ton of things that happened to BTS, being mocked, being ignored, not saying hello, but all of these things that happened to BTS.
It comes
Here's-
from the past. It comes from history.
Yes, here's just another example. And it's like another, like we have more. And yes, this may be like a fun little joke. Jinny's laughing about it. It's nothing. Yes, it's true. Like all of that is true. But also, it hurts some armies because of their past. That's what I was trying to say with the video. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we get to 2017, Mama 2017, and something happened. BTS in 2017, as we know, had a huge year. BTS in 2017 was nominated to the Billboard Music Awards. They were the first group to attend, get a nomination, and win a Billboard Music Award, the first ones ever. And it was because of top social artists, because, like I've said, they were big on social media. After that, they were also invited to perform at the American Music Awards, because they also got a top social artist nomination, and they also won. Of course, they attended, they won, they got nominated, and they performed, and they had their American TV debut. Their year was huge. They performed DNA. It was amazing. Then the end year award shows in Korea happened. And once again, unfortunately for so many groups from the big three, BTS dared to win against them. So this big thing happened. This other group, which was big three group, of course, was nominated against BTS in basically every category. And BTS won pretty much all of it. This group won, I think, one category. And I don't even remember if BTS were actually nominated against them. So I don't know. I have to check it out. But this group only won one thing. And they went on stage and they cried and everything. And then when they were on stage, they said, thank you, fans, for voting for us, for giving us this award. It's time to go. That was, I think, an important thing to remember, because once they say that, fans start leaving, which is crazy, because they say, like, they're basically saying, like, we are going to lose everything. So yes, that, however, is just an assumption, and I don't want to accuse anyone of anybody. Maybe they really were saying, like, what? Oh, anyone of anything. Yeah. I don't want to accuse anyone of anything, because maybe it was not that exactly what happened. It was just how some people perceived it. But yeah, their fans were going out, like, running and stuff. And apparently there was problems with security, and there are these crazy videos of them running out of the stadium or something like that. And it was crazy. It was a whole thing. And then BTS, of course, won everything. Like, they won category after category after category. And when the show ended, basically this other group was crying and crying. Like multiple members were crying, and there are videos of them crying. Of course, their fans say that they were crying because they were crying for their fans and not because of the situation. They were crying because of the situation, but some people, like their fans, still believe that they were robbed and that this was an injustice, and they were crying because of the injustice and because their fans were voting for them so much. So that's why they were crying. So that was a big, big controversy back then because this thing happened and it was BTS's big year. Like, we need to remember this. BTS was huge in 2017. They had like a huge year. So when they win, it's not surprising. But for the big three and big three fans, it is surprising because let's remember that Daesang's, the artist of the year Daesang, has been won by a big three artist always. Like every single time. No, like it's always big three, big three, big three, big three. Has always been big three artists. And now BTS comes and starts getting Daesang's. What about this big three group, which had like the second biggest year, I guess? So of course BTS got a lot of hate because of this, because people said BTS didn't deserve these awards. My favorite group is crying because they deserved it and they were robbed. They're crying, so they were robbed and they are stressed. And of course, after this, not just this group, but the entire label sabotaged what is it when you don't go? They didn't go to the award shows anymore. They didn't attend the award shows anymore. And it was a big, big deal back then. Okay, Layla says they actually could have been crying for like any reason though. I don't get this assumption. It's true, but why would they be, what else could they be crying for? This thing was happening with their fans. Their fans were, there are multiple videos of their fans getting so mad because there was some security issue as well with them. It was specifically something happened to them. And also, they cry one year and then they never go again. They're crying because
they lost.
I don't want to say that, but yeah, like they're crying because they lost, because maybe it's okay if they feel robbed. It's okay.
It can be their perspective.
Yes.
And
so they're crying because they lost, and because maybe they felt robbed, maybe because they felt that it was unfair, maybe because they saw their fans being stressed. All of that is fair, but
it's fair.
I do believe that they're crying because of this.
And honestly, as an artist, the fact that you are like, oh, I lost one time, never going again. It's like
they still haven't gone back.
I would do that. Like, because I'm that dramatic. And, you know?
Yes.
You get me? But that's been dramatic. That's not being professional.
Yeah. Well, they're not the only ones, though.
They're not the only ones.
This is SM. YG also.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop
like,
going.
It's never against one group. It's against all. No, I'm kidding.
Like, seriously, if they don't win, they don't attend. Like, I'm serious. Like, it's not just this group. It's not just this label. It's, I want to say the big three, but really JYP, they don't really care. I feel like JYP has always attended these award shows, even though they've lost a lot of times.
Someone said they should learn from BTS to never give up, because one of these little groups that just quits, they just stop going. Imagine if they went through all the things that BTS went through. They wouldn't have made it. That's what makes BTS so special, and I'm never gonna stop saying it. that's why the fact that we have BTS today, it's a miracle and it's so important.
Yes, because let's remember once again, from 2013, all of those groups from small companies, they all disappeared. Every single one of them. And if you add all the other groups from other years, those are hundreds of groups that just disappear. The stress that these small groups go through is too much. Like, it's crazy. Like you said, the fact that BTS still exists is it not just it still exists, but also they are so successful. They are bigger than everyone else. I couldn't hear anything.
They're like, it's not only that they're so big, is that they're bigger than everybody. They make more money than everybody. They're the biggest act of the country. It's like they're way above. You get me?
What was I going to say? I don't remember. Okay, next. So that was with one label. Then there was this other label. There is a YG group, like the biggest YG group at the time. BTS had a performance. I don't remember which award show this was, but I believe it was an award show. And BTS, before they performed, you know how there are those like little videos introducing BTS and stuff. Okay, during that video, there was a no signal sign. You know the no signal sign with the different colors? Do you see it? Okay, so apparently those looked very, very similar, or were the same. I think they looked similar to the one of another group. It was a YG group. So now we're talking about the actual producers. So a producer, a YG producer, it was a YG stage producer. So she's the one who makes those graphics and stuff. She posted this picture and said, our hard work. Basically saying that BTS is YG's hard work because she did this graphic or something.
Is that what she meant? I understood it differently, I think.
Yes, because she is showing the picture of the no signal. And BTS, you need to realize that BTS performed and fans of this group were like, wait, they are copying this group. Like BTS is copying my YG group. Fans are saying that. And then a YG stage producer posts this. She posts this.
I took it as more as, our hard work is like being copied.
Yes, she's saying that. Our hard work is being copied. Because what she's showing, that is our hard work. That is her hard work. And then the family members of two of the YG members, they like the picture. Basically agreeing, right? That yes, it's her hard work. So now it's getting a little more personal because now it's the sister and the brother of this group liking this accusation that BTS is copying.
Also, I would get it if it's like smooth like butter, sweet like mango type thing. But isn't this like a common thing that happens to every single TV in the world?
Yes.
Like, I don't understand.
It's a simple no signal background. Literally, who cares? It's so unimportant. It's so unimportant. Like, I wouldn't even realize that this picture
exactly. It's like, I use the color pink. And they use the color pink.
And you know what's the worst part? That the award show and Big Hit came out with press releases saying, by the way, we had nothing to do with it. Like BTS and Big Hit had nothing to do with these graphics. The ones who made them were the award show. So in any case, if you want to accuse anyone of copying this YG group, it's the award show. Yes. It wouldn't even be BTS. But by that time, the accusation was already out, and then this post happened, and it became like a bigger deal that it had to be. And then the family members liked it, and people were like, "See, they are agreeing. The family members are agreeing that they were being copied." Like, it was crazy. And like I've mentioned, SM and YG basically just, what's the word? It's not sabotage, it's boycott. Yes. I was not looking. Okay, so they boycotted the show, the award show. They didn't go back because they were not winning anything. And this still happens. Like, it was not just these two big groups, it was also their juniors. And you know how important it is for a junior group. Okay, I'm not nominated. I have to make myself be, yes, like I need to find my opportunities. I need to perform. Even if you're not nominated, when you're a rookie group, you do the same as BTS. You find any opportunity and you perform and you attend and you do your best so you can, like many people would say, pave your own way or whatever. Like, let's talk about paving your own way, right? Attend the award shows. You're a rookie group. Attend the award shows. Don't receive anything, but at least some people are watching. At least some people are looking at you. But
And also, other groups are looking at you. You're on TV. It's a great opportunity. You get me?
but no, they would join the boycott because big, like their senior groups were boycotting, so the younger groups also had to. And that, I think, is a horrible, horrible label mentality. Okay. Layla said not this group. This was only for 2018. I checked. In 2018, there was not one YG or SM group. And I have the screenshots of exactly who are all the artists that went to the Mama Awards in 2018. Not one SM or YG. Maybe later years they started going back, especially the rookie groups. But this time, none of them went. This comment says these groups were like, Mama is so over if we don't go. We are the main event. And then BTS took over and made the awards into their concert and made it legendary. Literally. Because BTS's performances at award shows in 2018 were so big. They were so big.
I love them.
It
Like,
was
they were so good.
it was their entire concert. Like, it was BTS's concert.
It was actually better that they didn't go.
Okay. So we get to today. Of course, 2018 was, I think, the last time BTS were really disrespected by their peers, by their seniors, by the industry. Of course, these kind of things kept happening, but it was really during the rookie years up until 2017 and a little bit of 2018. But those were the years when they were really getting all of this treatment because they were from a small company. Then in 2019, we know they were just undeniably bigger. Like, they were bigger than all of these other K-pop groups combined. So there's really just there's this fear of disrespecting them. So what does BTS do? They basically forgive everybody. Not be free, but they forgive everyone else. So RM said, okay, do you remember that there was that underground rapper who turned into a K-pop idol, and he went after, I keep saying went after, I don't think that's the phrase, and he dissed everyone who was from a small company. Okay, you remember. When that happened, um BTS perform. Wait, I'm getting confused. They perform against them? No, they didn't. That was another thing. Okay, no. Do you remember? That was another time. Do you remember when an award show said that BTS was going to do a special stage against this other group? Okay, that was the time during the Danger era. Um, Basically, they put them against each other, these two groups. But RM said, after performing, we were coming off stage and this rapper was waiting to go on. Mentioning our performance, he said he enjoyed it and said the same. I said the same of his, and we high fived, but we're not particularly close. So basically, they are okay. They are in good terms. That's what RM says. And then the B3 thing. Here's the thing: B3, B Free apologizes to BTS every couple of years, and then he takes it back because I think it was the first time was in 2016. He What was it? He apologized to BTS and then he said, "You know what? Actually, no, like you are all crazy." And he said horrible, horrible things. So he basically retracted everything. And then the same thing happened again in 2019. He said, I feel bad about what I said about BTS in that podcast or whatever. And then he didn't say anything explicitly, but after he tweeted that apology, he liked comments that said like, what you said about BTS was actually funny. So he's basically like, are you actually apologizing? What are you doing liking people saying that when he did BTS, not even this, when he insulted BTS, like it was funny. That is not an apology. That is not an apology. But my point is that people are now apologizing. So another thing is Vibe. The song that Jimmy has as a collaboration. The brother of this singer was the one who liked. Remember let me show you. This. The brother. And now Jimin is like, I'm still collaborating. They're like, again, they move on. I don't know if there was an apology or not, but I know that BTS is moving on. They forgive everyone. Like, it's okay. Like, let's just move on. Let's change the industry. Let's just move on. Although they said in their book and in multiple interviews that those times were so hard on them. They cried. They went through so much. And yes, they went through so much, and they still decide to let's just move on. Like it's okay, like let's just move on. Another thing that I've noticed is that in their book they don't mention any of the idols who ignored them, mocked them, didn't say hi back to them, made fun of them for not being nominated. They didn't mention a single one of those K-pop idols. So in my eyes, that is some way of forgiving as well. They're just deciding to move on. Again, they decide to move on. Then this other thing. So this was another thing that there was a show that. Do you remember in 2019 BTS went to the New Year's Eve performance thing in New York? Like, you remember? Okay, because BTS went there, they didn't go to this other show in Korea. And that show decided to ban them. Yeah, so they banned Hype in general. So not even BTS's juniors could go. And now here there are the show's CEO and Bang PD, and they're like, they are reconciliating. Like, I don't know. They're fine now.
They're fine. They forgive.
Yes, they
everything.
forgive, they move on as always. Next, the hamburger thing. As you can see here, BTS is on a variety show, and this is the man right here. This is the man that he was the main guy, basically saying no to Jungkook's burgers and food, and he said like, no, those are leftovers and all that kind of stuff. And again, what I found interesting about that episode of that variety show with BTS was that Jungkook said, yes, I reached out before the show. What do you mean you reached out before the show? Isn't he supposed to be the one reaching out? He's the one who disrespected him. He should be the one reaching out to BTS before anything. But no, Jungkook said, I reached out before the show. That's just a little tiny thing. Like, once again, BTS is the one like moving on. They want to move on. They want to forgive. They're just
so above everything.
yeah, because I don't know if I could do all of that. Suga had that guy on Suchi tattoo too. BTS are really the bigger people. Yeah, for real. And of course now the clip that we saw now of Jin and this comedian, like they are fine or whatever. Jin forgives him. So that is what the video really is about. It's about the relationship between, it's mostly about power. It's mostly about how, yes, it's about juniors and seniors, but it's also about the idea of respect in general. Because who gives respect to who? Who deserves respect? In the case of BTS's story, they did not deserve respect when they were juniors, when they were nobodies. They don't deserve respect. They don't even deserve a hello. They don't deserve any of that. That's how the industry saw it, right? They didn't deserve it. And now that the roles are completely reversed, BTS are getting so much quote unquote respect. But I also talk about how this respect sometimes feels performative because sometimes it's a little bit too over the top. It seems as a joke, like, oh no, I love BTS. Don't army, don't make fun of me. Like, I didn't mean that. Don't hate me. I didn't mean that. I love BTS. I love BTS. That doesn't feel like real respect to me. That feels like fear. And let's remember that, oh, I think I didn't put it here. Yeah, I didn't put it here, but I have it in the video. That one rapper who dissed a lot of smaller rappers, do you remember? Okay, that rapper later said, actually last year, so very, very recently, he said, I actually didn't diss big three groups because I was scared. He said that in 2024. So basically admitting that he dissed RM, he dissed BTS, he dissed all of these smaller groups because it was easy. He was scared of the big three. He didn't really respect the other big three groups, the other big three rappers. He didn't respect them for real. He was just scared. And I just find all of that so, so interesting. And I'm including it in the actual video. I didn't put the screenshot here. But I'm including that in the actual video because there's this idea of respect that I tried talking about a little. Okay, so this video is mostly focused on in Korea. But when I talk about performative respect when it comes to BTS, I mentioned that it's not just in Korea. It's just that BTS is so big. Now they have so much power. They have so many fans. They can move masses. Like they influence so many people that sometimes the respect that some artists show to them is not real respect. It's a little condescending sometimes. This is what they share in their book. It says RM shares his impression of the lead singer of Coldplay and working with my universe and working on my universe with him. So it says we run into several kinds of artists overseas. There's the kind who are like, "Oh, you guys are famous these days. Good job, I guess. Go for it." And seem to look down on us a little. Like, yes, like they are saying hi, they're saying hello back to them. They're saying, "Wow, you're so big. Go for it, I guess." Like, I guess.
Okay, you do you.
Mm,
And it's like, oh,
like you're big for some
they're
reason.
so jealous, bro.
Like that is not respect to
That
me.
is no respect. That's not respectful.
It's very condescending. Like, yes, they're complimenting. Like, oh, you guys are famous now. Like, but still, like, it's not real. BTS says that it feels condescending. They are looking down on them. Then there's the other type. It says, and those who are all business and go, "I really want to do a song with you." And there's a third category of people who are oddly positioned between those two. And then there's only one exception, and BTS says, is Chris Martin. It says, but Chris Martin was none of those three. He was an exception. So it really shows how
real respect is.
what real respect BTS. What real respect? I don't know how to say the sentence. BTS considers all of these interactions in these three categories. It's either looking down on them, it's either business because they want a collaboration, or it's something in between the two. Between the two means people look down on them but also want to have a collaboration. So it's between those two. So those are the three categories that BTS considers other people. Yes. How other artists approach them. BTS can discern the difference. Yes. That's what they write in their book. And they say that Chris Martin is not even a category, which I find it so funny. RM says there's three people. There's three type of people, three categories. 1, 2, and 3. Chris Martin, though, he's not a category. He's just one person who is the exception, which is crazy because it means that there's not a lot of real like respect and admiration for each other's work like BTS and Coldplay. Yes. And basically, I just include this because I'll talk about it in the video, so I'm not going into much detail, but I basically say that sometimes armies see a nice interaction and they say like, "Oh, like this artist was so nice to BTS," or "This dancer was so nice to BTS." And sometimes even BTS can see that it was not as nice as it seems. Sometimes it's just business. Sometimes it's looking down on them. They feel like that. They are the ones in the actual interaction, and we are just the audience. So I think going too much into trying to celebrate or cancel everyone who interacts with BTS, I don't think we should do that because we don't really get the entire picture. BTS is saying in their book that there's three type of interactions that they get, and they are all negative with some exceptions, basically. With some exceptions. Okay, so next. So going back, just when I was making the video, this hype group thanked J-Hope for his advice. So once again, BTS is constantly trying to change this relationship that seniors have with their juniors, because sometimes it can really affect the juniors. How do I say it? I don't know. No, I don't know where I was going. But anyways, BTS wants to change the industry. That's what I was trying to say. Sabrina Sultana, what about Halsey? She's so sweet and protective towards the boys all the time. I definitely think that as well because BTS would simply not interact with her as many times as they have if they were not like real friends. I believe they are real friends, but they don't really mention their friendship on their book. The one friendship that they mention is with Coldplay, which I find it kind of interesting. But I do believe
maybe I feel is my perception. I maybe it's a friendship that is more personal, more
yes,
than
yes,
artist friendship.
yes.
Because with Coldplay, it's a friendship that is great, of course,
I
but
feel
it
like-
also has a lot of the artists of the music and everything, and with Halsey, of course, too. But the deeper connection about
Yes,
family, about personal stuff, I feel like that's different.
yes. I completely agree with you. I feel like maybe they didn't talk about their friendship with Halsey on their book because, like you said, it's more personal. It's more like we're friends. However, with Coldplay, yes, they are friends, but there's also this respect that is so unique to Chris Martin. And also I feel like BTS has hinted, and also Coldplay many of times, they have very serious talks. Coldplay and BTS, they have talks about fame and musical careers and all of this. So it's a different kind of relationship that they have. And that's why, like I've showed here, the title of a chapter is BTS Universe because that's how important like this relationship is for BTS. What are you guys saying? I'm not reading the comments. Jungi was even comfortable enough to visit her at home and meet her baby. Yes, I believe they are definitely friends. Because here's the other thing that I've noticed with Halsey and BTS is that BTS sometimes has collaborations with another artist and they do the swap deal. So we have two collaborations. But with Halsey, it's not really like that. They keep collaborating. So there's no swap deal, I believe. They just want to collaborate with each other. They just want to. Yeah. When is the video coming out? I have everything downloaded. I just have to edit it. But I have everything. I have the entire script. I have everything ready. I just need to sit down and start editing. Probably Saturday, Sunday. Probably on Sunday. My sister was literally singing to 7. How is it? Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Excuse me, did you just ask me
I
how
was-
the days of the week go?
I got confused, okay?
That's pretty cool.
No, because I learn Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But Jungkook says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
I learned
Friday.
Monday, Tuesday because Sunday, Monday is just ridiculous. Who starts their week on a Sunday?
Honestly, I agree.
Yeah,
My week starts on a Monday.
exactly. People say in 2 days or next Sunday.
Yes.
No, what you mean yes? Is one or the other? You say yes.
Um I'm not sure because
We don't know, guys.
I'm just so busy these days. So maybe something comes up in my life and I just can't do it for Sunday because I was so sure that I was getting the video for yesterday, for Thursday, for yesterday.
So people are laughing because you say yes. Because I was like, in 2 days or next Sunday? Yes.
I was reading a comment and I was not paying attention.
Somebody said it's both then. Someone said Sunday is tomorrow.
Sunday is not tomorrow.
No, yeah, you're gonna take your time because
Yes,
there's a
because
lot of things
I was-
happening right now.
I was saying I was so sure that I was going to finish the video by yesterday, by Thursday. But then something came up and I just couldn't. And I also got frustrated because I really wanted to make this video by Thursday, by yesterday, but I couldn't. So I'm sorry. Um, I'm just going to, I cannot promise anything, but hopefully on Sunday it's finished. Um, I was looking at some comments before. I don't know if it's about what I'm saying, what we're saying about Halsey, or other people in the comments. I'm not saying like some people are really defending their friendship. I'm just, I totally agree. Like I'm
But
not.
we said that they're very
Yes.
close friends. We even said like they're more personal friends.
Yes, like I'm not denying that. Like that is 100%. I'm just saying that BTS included Coldplay in their book. Their friendship is on their book, which I find it interesting. And yes, their friendship with Halsey is real, real. Like Halsey has defended BTS so many times, which not many artists really do. I think only Halsey and Chris Martin are the ones defending, actually going out of their way to defend BTS. So I'm not saying that they are not friends. I'm not saying that. Okay, so there was the letter. And in the video, I actually include a couple of these moments of BTS changing the dynamic. Like here you can see Jimin accepting, of course he's going to accept the gift that his juniors gave to him. They always accept them, the gifts, especially, let's remember, BTS, like Jungkook, gave gifts to the cast and they didn't accept it. They made fun of him. But here he is. They always accept the gifts. And then here, BTS had a horrible time during their debut years with music shows. And now BTS, when they had their first junior group, they included them. They included them and they welcomed them. And it's really, really amazing. And then he always says hi to everyone. Like they always say hi to everyone. And then there's this moment that I found very, very interesting. There's this group that said, what surprised me the most is that BTS were so kind to us. Why is that surprising? How are seniors treating their juniors out there? You know? I find that very, very interesting. And that is all about the video. I have some, like, this is some idea for the thumbnail. I may change it completely, but I like this picture, so I don't know. Guys, what are you talking about? You keep doing this. Like, I talk about something and you start talking about something else, and I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know, something about Balming Tiger. You know, the ones were from Sexy Nuki. I don't know what they're saying. People are talking about that, and I don't know.
What's happening?
Yes, yes, yes. Storm Kive said, I think also people throw the word friends around too loosely. You can be friendly without considering someone a friend. And that's why I think we shouldn't glorify, we shouldn't be like following. That's crazy. Following celebrities because they are nice to BTS, because they're friendly to BTS. I'm not following anyone unless I'm an actual fan of their work. Like, BTS interacts with so many celebrities. I don't even know the names of the majority of them. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care. Sometimes BTS makes me discover some amazing artists who I actually start following, but that's not the majority of the times. Like, doing that time and time again is crazy. And yes, I know this is hard to accept, but the majority of the collaborations are not their friends. This is the music industry. Collaborations is part of making music. And yes, they may be respectful, they may be friendly, like that comment said, friendly is not being friends. And you can have a collaboration, have a good time making a collaboration. It's good for both artists. It's good for BTS. It's good for the other artists to have a collaboration. And some of them are so respectful, but they're not always going to be friends. Just because they have a collaboration, that doesn't mean that they're friends. I totally agree with that comment because I'm tired of that. People keep BTS made a collaboration and had amazing behind the scenes with this artist. They're friends. No, they're not necessarily. It's okay. Like they are respectful. Oh, I see what happened with Bombing Tiger. And Nike has the comment. But okay, that's good to know. So apparently they have a podcast and they said problematic stuff. No, that's the other thing that if I understand that it's bad, but why even mention it now? Like I didn't even mention that
And
group.
also, that group didn't just make one collaboration with BTS. How is this around BTS?
I don't know. Because some people are saying they were friends or they are real friends, but also he's problematic and he's like, okay.
Exactly. That's exactly our point.
I don't here's the thing. I don't know a single Balmain Tiger song. I only know their collaboration with RM. That's just the truth.
Exactly, and that's what we're saying. If we don't follow them just because just because BTS likes them or BTS collabs with them, it's just a collab. So if we don't like it or if they say things that are against what we believe, then we don't follow them, and that's it. Not because BTS collab with them, we're gonna have to like support them. No, don't support nobody that is not
Yeah.
BTS.
And also let's remember BTS doesn't spend 24/7 with all of the artists that they collaborate with or even the people they are friends with. They are busy people. Sometimes they may not even know this stuff. Like they are not best friends. They are like that's crazy. Like thank you for letting me know. Like I didn't know that, but honestly, that changes nothing to me. I never follow them just because they made a collaboration with RM. And I had no idea there was a podcast. Like I don't know who they are. You guys are funny. Rina is small. You're so right. You are so right. Okay, guys. So I was asking you guys for help with the thumbnail and title, and you gave me like no response. Everyone kept talking about the bombing tiger thing. Like, can can you help me? Because I don't know. Oh my god, they keep going. I don't care if they're good artists or bad artists. I don't know, and I don't care. Yeah.
Okay, so what is your question? Oh, which one of the oh
No.
the baby pictures?
It's not which one.
Oh.
This is one entire thumbnail.
Oh.
It's divided. It's divided in two. Baby BTS because they went through so much, and big BTS because they get disrespect.
Okay.
The idea of the video is about performative respect with big artists and the way they treat small artists. How I have no idea. Like I want something to write in the thumbnail, and also I need the title because I have no idea.
You guys have to write your titles. Someone said from ignore rookies to respect the seniors, but a lot of people also said not to use the word ignored in the title because we have seen in the past how that goes. So I don't understand.
What do you mean? I don't know.
Didn't you write one word on one title and the people like wanted to kill you?
The perfect word.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I said why the industry is terrified
Uh-huh,
of
Terrified.
BTS, and I said I hate that I used Terrified because it looks so corny. And don't get me wrong, the industry is terrified of BTS, but the general public who watch that video sometimes they are confused because I use such a strong word. I had a whole rant about it, but anyways, um, forgive and forget. That's some good idea. I'm writing them down. I'm actually writing them. Forgive or forget. I saw another one. Focus on the word respect and not bully. Yes, because the video is really about respect and disrespect. Yes. Mira says maybe BTS as rookies versus seniors. Something along those lines. Rookies, BTS, rookies versus seniors. Is it possible to match the members in the pics? Not really. Because I first of all, I tried finding BTS members with crowns, and there are quite a lot, but they don't match. The vibe does not match because the crown that RM uses in Spring Day, for example, is like sad. Like he's wearing a crown, but he's sad, represents something else. That is not what I'm trying to show. I feel like here, Jin and Taeyeon look like ethereal. They are celebrities. They are famous. They have all of this respect, and they're sometimes feared. They are big and successful and powerful, and the outfits also kind of look similar. So I thought that this would be the only ones that really match. And then baby BTS, only these two members have pictures where they are like sad like this. Yes, like pouting. Respect in the industry. BTS as rookies versus seniors. I really like that one. Respect in the. I'm literally writing it down, guys. Respect in the industry. BTS as rookies. What was it? BTS as rookies. I missed the comment. I think versus seniors or something. Versus seniors. Yes, rookies versus seniors. From disrespected to respected. I like the vibe of that, but other words similar to respected, so it's not disrespected and respected. But I like that idea, like from this to this, from disrespected to respected. Another word similar to that. From disrespected to revered. I kind of like that. Is revered the word that I'm thinking it is? From disrespected to revered. Isn't that like feared or something? To disrespected to well respected. No, because it's respected again. I'm trying to find like so it doesn't sound like the same. I like disrespected to revered. I like that.
Okay, you guys, what you guys are experiencing right now is what I experience for every
Yes.
single video because
Yes.
I think for most of your videos, I'm not even joking, I choose the titles and the thumbnails. Like
Yes,
you
because-
come with them
Mhm.
and then you come to me and say like this one or this one, this one or this one, and I'm like, 1 second. And also like I gave her like, what about this? And she's like, no, no, because that doesn't sound like this way. She's a journalist. Don't feel offended by it.
Paving the way for respect in the industry. I like the idea as well. Like when I say that I like the idea, I'm saying basically that I don't like the phrasing of it, but I like what it's like yes, what it's giving. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like the feeling that it gives. I really don't think they're revered by South Korean music industry. They are feared. Okay, so let me write feared as well. Feared is a strong word, yes. From the disrespected to the most honorable. Let me write it down. Like from disrespected to honorable, maybe. I'm writing it down to honorable. What audience do you want this video to attract? Honestly, baby armies. Because I feel like there are so many baby armies who don't know what they went through. And also, this is not exactly like other very popular video, which I think every baby army should watch, which is From Nobodies to Legends. It's the, what's it called? I don't remember the new name, but there's a new name for that video. But anyways, it's not exactly about that. It's about the idea of respect and what BTS has said in their book. I don't like feared in the title. It's a bit off-putting. Okay, so some people don't like revered and other people don't like feared. But that's good to know. Fair weather artists, the disrespect to respect of BTS in the industry. I don't know what fair weather means. Then the title should mention something like a BTS history recap, not BTS video essay. I don't usually write BTS video essay. I write BTS video essay when BTS is not mentioned in the actual title. So for example, if the title is Forgive and Forget, then I put a BTS video essay because BTS, the name BTS, has to be on the title. I made the mistake before of not including BTS in the title. That was a huge mistake. I've talked about it in other live stream. Ranking my own controversial videos or something like that. It's a big mistake to not say BTS in the title. So if I say BTS as rookies versus seniors, I'm not going to say a BTS video essay because that's redundant. Like I just mentioned BTS. Disrespected to exalted. What is exalted? I'm going to write it down. Exalted.
Salted. When you put salt on it.
Stop it. Oh, sorry. Disrespected to admired. I don't know though, because don't get me wrong, BTS is definitely admired. But I also talk a lot about performative respect. So that would go like a little against the video. I don't know.
You see, guys, she does this to me too. I come up with great ideas, and she's like, "No, the video is not about that."
Yes, like all of these are great ideas. I'm just very picky with titles. Bulletproof vest, guys. No, they hated that.
And you guys work so hard, find titles for her. Then see the video coming up. It's not gonna have any of these titles. I know you've done that shit to me so many times. You're like, yeah, I like this one. This is gonna be it. She posts the video with a completely different one. So please don't feel offended. She's just treating you like I'm you.
No, because
like you're me.
No, you don't understand. Sometimes I need new ideas, new formats of the title. Sometimes I need like the right words, and I mix all the ideas. Like I mix them all up. Like
No.
yes, I do. Disrespected rookies to role model seniors. Maybe they are role models in the sense that they are changing the industry.
Now that I remember, I gave you an idea for this title too.
What
It was
idea?
like it's not renewing, like renewing the idea of junior senior relationship. You told me you wrote it down. You didn't.
No, I did.
It's
but
not like this, but like
I
you
don't
told
have it
me.
here.
You told me. You wrote it down.
Renewing the idea.
It's not renewing. It's a different word. I feel unappreciated in this house.
No, you are appreciated. It's just that I'm just like this, guys. And sometimes what happens is that I say that title is not perfect, and then I go through so many other titles, and then in the end I go back to the first one. Reinventing. I think yes, I'm going to write that down. Reinventing the senior junior relationship. The senior junior relationship. Okay. Did the audio go out for anyone else? I don't know. Someone commented that. Have you seen my suggestion? Sunny Eternal Army? I think I read it. And if I didn't, wait, I didn't. What is it? Comment it again, please. My God. No, it's just so many comments and I cannot pause. Bangtan leading by example, treating rookies how they should be treated. I like the beginning. BTS leading by example. BTS history lesson 101. Disrespect to respect. So here's the thing. I like the idea. I don't like that it says respect and disrespect. Like it's too repetitive. Like disrespect and respect and respect and disrespect. Like it's I feel like I'm going to end up saying disrespect and respect in the end. I'm just going to use that. From underrated to unstoppable. Reinventing respect. How to be a decent senior. Oh my God, entirely Teresa. What? Why are BTS better seniors? My sister says. Entirely Teresa. Thank you so much for your donation. Yes, that's so nice. Like that gets me out of guard like every single time. From underdogs to role models.
Ooh, I like it.
Ooh.
Underdogs, I like it.
I'm going to write it down. BTS's legacy. That's important as well.
BTS's legacy. Ooh, I like it. I like it.
From underdogs.
Look, whatever title you choose, you have to go with the BTS's legacy too. That was so powerful.
I like the BTS's legacy part more than anything. Legacy of respect. I kind of like that as well. I have never been this desperate for attention. What do you mean? Do you have a comment? There are so many. I genuinely cannot read. BTS's legacy, a lesson in respect. A lesson in respect. Oh yeah, someone said Storm Kive leading the way for change. BTS's legacy in the thumbnail. That's the other thing. Like I don't have anything for the title from the thumbnail. I mean, and Tyler Teresa. Another comment from Tyler Teresa. Thank you so much. BTS's rise, turning disrespect to leadership.
I like it.
Oh my god, leadership is the right word.
Leadership is the word.
Because I said I didn't like disrespect, respect, disrespect, respect.
It's leadership.
I like disrespect and leadership because that is literally leadership. They're changing the industry. Oh my god! Like
The way you just open that marker to write it down.
BTS's rise, turning disrespect to leadership. I love that. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Rhododendron. I'm terrible at reading names. From being placed on the pedestrian to the pedestal. I'm sorry. Pedestal shows the performative side of the respect too. Oh, that is right. From being placed on the pedestrian to the pedestal. I like the pedestal part because it symbolizes. Be humble, sit down. That's kind of. I saw that people were talking about J-Hope because remember that J-Hope was on Drake's music video and now he's dancing to Kendrick and they hate each other. And J-Hope is just and yeah, he's Switzerland. That's hilarious when I saw that. Mistreated and ignored versus respected and powerful. I kind of like that. And I don't have more space on my board. I'm bringing out another board. Give me a second. I'm bringing out my second board.
Because, yeah, she has a second board.
Of course I have.
We have like 4 boards.
We have 4. I like being organized. Use the wall. I cannot write on my wall. Where is the I cannot find it now. Oh, here it is. Mistreated and ignored. Mistreated and ignored versus respected and power. Okay. Wait. Sit down. Be humble. Could go with these pictures because remember in the thumbnail, I need This has to be really, really short phrases because look at the space here. What can we say about this baby BTS and what can we say about King's BTS? I like sit down, be humble because BTS as babies have to sit down basically. And then older BTS is humble. So be humble. As kings, they are humble still. I really like that. Flip that. No, because how can I flip that? Because the baby BTS cannot say be humble. Maybe they can, but King BTS cannot say sit down. Oh, but they can say it, but they are not being told that. I don't know. Bow down, know your place. I like bow down. So for baby BTS, it can be bow down. And then for King BTS, I can go with that. From poppers to princess, from rookie stars to rock stars. Be humble may get misinterpreted. Hmm. If it gets confusing for people to see that, maybe I can put like some, you know how those bubble talking bubbles have like these little like triangles that show who is saying it. Maybe I can put it as someone else is telling to baby BTS sit down, and then BTS is saying King BTS. They are the ones saying be humble, not not other people. Because I really like sit down, be humble, but I understand that it can be a little confusing. But I really like it, so I would put the bubbles just to make sure it's understandable. From outsiders to the main event. That can also work. Oh, I like this one. I've never. Where is it? From where? Where is it? This one. From doubt to dominance. BTS's rise to respect. I like from doubt to dominance. From no name to mustn't be named. That is kind of true because there are a lot of compilations of, how is it, celebrities mentioning, no, celebrities, K-pop celebrities guessing BTS. Oh, no, no, no. BTS being mentioned in Guess Who games. There are a lot of those videos. And people are so scared of um naming BTS because they're scared that they are going to get something wrong. They're just scared. Forgive but never forget, or from disliked to praise, or mistreated but their legacy lives on. What if I put here in King BTS forgive, and then for baby BTS forget. Hmm. Or maybe this is so difficult. For baby BTS, I don't know. This is a little difficult. From targets to bulletproof. I like that. I like that. From targets. Wait, wait. From targets to bulletproof. I can put it on the thumbnail. Baby BTS is targets here. I put the word targets. And then for King BTS, I put bulletproof. Honestly, it's between that one and sit down, be humble because I love the sit down, be humble. Just a joke, but the thumbnail gives chicks to dragons. That's funny. Or even images of a target and a shield. You are so right. Like, you know how those circle with the target thing? I can put it here behind them. So the first draft that I have for this, BTS had like a bunch of like awards around them, but it became too much. So I said, I'm just going to put them as kings, like with crowns and stuff. Um yeah, put humble on babies and kings on the kings. I like targets because they were targets. Thank you everyone who's saying bless you. From mock to majestic, BTS path to respect. I like mocked, but I don't know if majestic. People like target. Okay, I I'm going to make a poll, but this doesn't mean I just want to see what the majority of you guys like. But in the end, I may change it. So just thank you everyone for every single suggestion, really. Um this poll doesn't mean that I'm going to use it as the title. It just means I just want to see which one you guys like more. So first, let's do the thumbnail. So one is sit down, then be humble. And I can do the bubble thing. So it's not as confusing. Thumbnail. I like sit down, be humble. I like targets and bulletproof. Targets and bulletproof. I'm going to try putting a target behind them and then some kind of bulletproof behind them as well. But I'm going to try because, like I've said, I tried putting awards around King BTS and it was too crowded. Okay, so I like those two. And then which one else? Okay, let's do these two for now. Just for the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail. Let's remember that one goes to baby BTS and the other one goes to King BTS. Okay, so the majority likes targets and bulletproof. I get it. I just like the idea of sit down with humble because it's so creative and fun. But I understand, like most more understandable is targets and bulletproof. And also it's amazing because BTS are literally called bulletproof. And they were the targets at the very beginning. I'm supposed to be sawing while listening to this, but I'm busy typing in ideas. Honestly, I do the same when I watch other streams. I'm like, this is supposed to be background sound. And I end up like paying attention. Targets and bulletproof. I think targets and bulletproof should go to the thumbnail. Okay, so I'm keeping that. And then for the title, I don't think I can do a poll for the title because there are so many ideas that honestly, I'm going to mix a couple of them because I like certain phrases, but not certain words. So I like turning disrespect to leadership. I'm going to put a star next to it. But I also like the idea of forgive and forget. Hmm. Turning disrespect to leadership. And then the title that I have, which I didn't love, but the title that I first have for the draft was something like respect. No, it was respect your juniors, ignore your sen. No, I'm sorry. Respect your seniors, ignore your juniors. It was something like that for the title, but that was just a draft of mine. Maybe mentorship instead of leadership. Okay, I like that. So turning disrespect to mentorship. BTS forgives, Army doesn't forget. I kind of like that because that's the point of the introduction. I start the video with the Jin clip. BTS forgives, Army doesn't forget. I'm writing everything down. Army doesn't forget. I like leadership more because they're leading a change in the industry, not necessarily mentoring everyone they're nice to. That's also true. How am I my job at the beginning? Okay, I think that is all that I'm doing today. Yeah. So we have to go. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. Um yeah. So say goodbye.
So in general, this was a very fun live stream. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and I hope everyone has a great day today.
Happy Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Valentine's Day. Even though like I don't know if for some people it's already done.
Yes, and thank you so much for your help. Thank you so much for everyone's ideas. I'm definitely looking at them. I literally have two boards full of ideas, and I'm going to choose from some of them. I'm going to mix them up, I feel.
Yeah. So this video, as you guys know, is gonna be very important. So just
Yes.
whenever it's out, just go like it, watch it, enjoy it, because the full video is gonna have so much more content than what we shared today.
Yes,
So, yeah.
yes. I just mentioned the key points, but there's so much content in the actual video. There's clips and a lot of news and stuff like that. So, yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited for this video. It's a little controversial because there's mentions of so many groups.
Inevitable.
It's inevitable, yes. But yeah, like I'm excited and I hope you guys like it.
Yeah, I hope everyone likes it. Stay safe, and see you guys next Friday.
Yes.
Bye everyone.
Bye guys. Thank you.
Thank you.